What is up, everybody? Happy late Saturday night. Hope everyone's doing all right tonight. Looks like we got some guys in here already. We got Jamie, Johnny, Isaac, Jacob, and Jay Riot, and Roberto. How you guys doing? Let me post on my Insta really quickly. And thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Jay Riot, for giving me that like. How's everyone doing tonight? I haven't really checked recently, but has there been any wild fantasy news since we last talked? What up, Jamie? How you doing? I think we saw you at the very end of last stream, right? Sorry we didn't catch you. And Roberto, of course, we're grinding, dude. We gotta get that. We gotta get that part 2, man. Ray Gamer, what's up, man? I'm doing good, Jay Riot. I'm doing good. Good to see you here again. Let's see, Ray Gamer says, I just picked up Kendall Hinton for my flex. Oh, for sure, Ray. It sounds like right now he should be actually from the camp. He should be the quarterback for the Broncos tomorrow. So that's actually a huge pickup for you to be able to play him in flex tomorrow, assuming you're not playing on ESPN, because ESPN actually already switched his position. Otherwise, I would say, yeah, keep an eye out tomorrow morning. But there's a very good chance that he is their starting quarterback, because the Broncos, honestly, like all of their quarterbacks died, right? So that is right. That is right. It's a tough move, but very good upside. I agree. No, I agree. It's very similar to the Taysom Hill, right? Think about it here. Like, obviously, we've had a few quarterbacks this season that's gotten like less than 5 points, but like that's a very, very rare thing, right? How I see it is, Hinton has, he's a wide receiver, which means most likely he's pretty athletic, and he's able to throw too, right? So maybe the Denver Broncos actually get kind of creative with him and start using him in, in like QB option plays. Maybe he gets a few rushing touchdowns. Maybe he's our new Taysom Hill, right? So that's kind of, it's interesting. And Eckler is back, yeah, for sure. It sounds like he should be good to go. So Jay Wright says, on the other side, if you guys have the Saints defense, oh my God, look, 15-point game from them. It's a good matchup for sure. I think, on paper, for sure, I believe that it should be a great game. Hold on a second, let me just post this. It should be a great game for them, but hey, it could be a trap. It could be a trap game, right? Chances are very small, but what if Hinton is like actually this like really good quarterback who just kills it? Chances are small, but I like his upside here. Delta Blue says, I have Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, and Chris Carson. Who should I start if all healthy? I would rank them. I honestly rank it how you have it. Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, and Chris Carson. Maybe I'll switch Chris Carson or Aaron Jones. Honestly, Delta, it depends on what the matchup is, but Derrick Henry should always be your #1 start there. Jacob, what's up, my man? Sounds the Broncos are in trouble. Very much could be. But I mean, they're not really playing for much at this point, right? I do like them. I do like them in the future. But I mean, honestly, guys, we'll see what happens, right? I know people have been posting some highlights of Kendall Hinton. I'm looking at it right now from when he was, yeah, let's look actually, boys. Let's do a little show and tell. All right, here, guys. Where'd I do this? Monitor. Alright, let's look at this, boys. Oh, jeez. No sound. So this is our boy from, sorry the quality is really bad. Honestly, this video is pretty bad, but dude's got some mobility. Looks like he can throw pretty decent. Guys, don't count him out yet. Obviously, I'm not saying much, but look at this guy. Is that Lamar Jackson? Damn. Look at that. You guys see that? Boom, boom. I'm telling you guys, this guy's athletic, right? Don't be surprised if he actually does play decent for us tomorrow. Don't be surprised at all. All right, anyways, all right, sorry, well, let's catch up on here. Raphael, what's up, dude? On Sterner scoring, Eckler or Carson? I lean Carson a little bit more here. Carson's gonna get a little bit more volume as a pure rusher. Eckler is, he is partly passing back as well. Jamie says, I was going to pick up, going to play Jonathan Taylor in my flex, and I picked up Hinton. He's a flex option for me. For sure, Jamie, that's great. Hey, guys, if you're not on ESPN, go play him. ESPN's the one that, like, really screwed us, even though, you know, obviously they let everyone play Taysom Hill last week, but ESPN was on lockdown this week for sure. Roberto says, I bet we're going to see trick plays involving him receiving TD. Yep, receiving, rushing, it could all be. It could all be it. Roberto says, Delta, Henry, and Jones, no questions here for sure. I agree. Delta says, yeah, that's what I have right now. Just making sure. Appreciate the advice. Much love. Yo, appreciate you, my friend. Thanks for coming by again. Jay Wright says, I was debating starting Drake or Taylor, but Corona made the decision for me. There you go. There you go. And yo, that was JT's girlfriend's fault, right? Crazy. Roberto, I didn't actually get to catch it because I actually went out to the driving range up a little bit. What I guess, who won and what happened? Henry Zimmerman, what's up, man? Damn, you streaming lately? Yeah, yo, we're on the grind, man. Our goal is to get to 300 subs by the end of this weekend. We're getting close. I did promise chat that I would do a shot, and I actually need to update this. So let me update this because YouTube is kind of weird with their subs, but boys, we are. Let's see. So we're actually at 284. So we're close. Let's see if boys are up tonight. Let's see if anyone's kind of hanging out and see what we can do, right? But that was our goal for this week. So we got to keep the grind up and see what we can do. Isaac got cash. How you doing, dude? What's going on with you tonight, my friend? But yeah, this week should be an interesting week of fantasy, right? For those, I mean, I'm sure most of you guys know, but I'll do a quick recap of the craziness that happened today, right? So let me pull up this list. It's a crazy list, right? So JT got on COVID. He's ruled out because he got COVID. James Conner tested positive. All of the Broncos QBs are dead, right? We knew Dobbins and Mark Ingram were still out. Fitzgerald got positive. Yo, that's not good, man. It's not good for old people to get COVID, right? No joke. Ayuk is currently on the COVID list. And Thielen also tested positive, right? So crazy. Eckler got activated off IR. That's, I know, what everyone was waiting for. He should play, but let's keep an eye out for him tomorrow. Gurley's out. Tua's out. And guys, well, so in other news, more general news, Lions fired Patricia and Bob Quinn. So I'm sure a lot of Lion fans are happy. Otherwise, the other crazy thing is the 49ers might not be able to play in their stadium. So, you know, Santa Clarita, I think, if that's the county, they just made a big statement today saying you can't do any contact sports at all. So I don't know if the 49ers can play in their stadium anymore. Hey, should I pick up Hinton? They haven't switched. Yeah, Jacob, if you can, I think you should, especially if you're gonna play him this week. I think he could be a good flex play depending on who else you have, but feel free to post your skill positions, Jacob. Lamar Jackson too, yep. JT, for sure. What's up, Rafael? Oh, Big T, okay, who is JT? I might have asked earlier, but, oh, it's Jonathan Taylor, Colts starting running back. Isaac says, got Eckler. I don't know if I should play him. Also second guessing empty due to Broncos having no QB, which could lead to a blowout, which could be, it could be, right? Don't overthink it. Isaac, who else do you have to play instead of Eckler? Jonathan Taylor, yep. Henry Zimmerman, so stoked Lions fire Patricia. Yeah, you know, Henry, are you a Lions fan here or what? Yahoo has hinted at wide receiver. ESPN does not. I know, right? I know. Ray Gamer says my right, Robbie. Yeah, James Conner got the virus too. Yo, everyone's getting the virus. We were talking a little bit earlier about whether or not we think what do you call it? We think the NFL is going to shut down. I don't think so. So it's getting worse, right? It's getting to the point. it's getting to the point where there could be, I think, more forfeits. And I don't think they're going to cancel the season. I think they're so far into it that they have to keep on going, but we'll see, right? Two of my favorite boxers of all time. Yeah, who is it? Sorry, I think I missed this. Who won that? Devontae Parker could go off with. He could. I don't actually remember how much Fitz actually looked to Parker here, Isaac. I don't recall. Sally, I am. Hey, it's all good. I mean, so Henry, who's going to be the interim coach? Honestly, I think that might be better for your team overall. Always has a lot of potential, but just kind of stuck with bad coaching, you know. Raphael says, are you worried about Kamara with Taysom Hill? No, I think his stock might go down a little bit as we saw last week. I'm pretty sure last week it was his first game without a reception ever in his career, right? So I think there's going to be some value taken away because Taysom Hill is a runner. And as we saw last week, he, when they were close to the end zone or in the end zone, he took a few, right? So I think he's going to take a few opportunities away, but Kamara is still Kamara. He's still going to be your stud running back that you don't worry about him. He's going to be fine. Ray says, I'm probably starting Derrick Henry, Eckler. I picked up Gallman versus the Bengals. Gallman's not a bad pick, right? Keep an eye out for Eckler. See what his status is tomorrow morning. If there's any concerns with him, you could go Gallman, and I think Gallman's fine. But yeah, I agree. Derrick and Eckler are great. I think I like Gallman a lot too. Isaac says, Devontae Parker, Kareem Hunt. I prefer Kareem Hunt here. Jay Wright says, I hope they extend the regular season. Listen, I'm all for more football, right? If we can get more football, that's great. That's great. Henry says, biggest need for the Lions are wide receivers. It was a draw? Really? Oh, that's boring. Isaac got catch. Honestly, I feel a good game from both. Okay, he did miss the explanation comment. Grant is questionable. Preston Williams is iron. Yeah, for sure, right? And I think that gives Parker a lot of opportunities. So I don't doubt that he could get a lot of good looks there. Dolphins coordinator Darrell Bevell is interim head. Okay. Yeah, and I guess Henry, how do you guys think you guys go in the draft? Do you think you're one draft away? Do you guys actually think you guys keep Stafford next year, or do you trade him? Because I know as a Colts fan, people were saying, "Hey, let's look at Stafford because he's only 32. Surprisingly, he's super young. You would think Stafford's literally 34 or 35, right? But he's only 32, and people were like, "Yo, do we actually want Stafford on the Colts next year?" Ray Gamer says Dolphins defense versus Jets. Really good start this week. Isaac, I think I would lead MT here just because he's because of the caliber of wide receiver that is, BG says, Roberto, the biggest thing for the Lions is consistency. I think they need defense more than offense. Fair. Jay Wright, Daniel, are you doing fantasy basketball this year? I don't think I am unless there's a lot of interest. I tried to do it before and it was pretty exhausting. So I don't know if I can honestly keep up with it. Ty, what's up, dude? Welcome back to the stream. Most likely the 49ers will play at a nearby college in California. Beat writer saying Sierra College. Ayuk's old stomping grounds, especially since they trade. Oh, make sure that makes sense. Sam, what's up, dude? Yo, welcome back, my friend. Jason says Cup or Mostert. I like Mostert slightly more, Jason, if he's 100% and healthy tomorrow. But Cup is not a bad option, especially in PPR. He gets so many targets. it's crazy the amount of targets he gets. Ray Gamer says, gave you a like, my friend. Yo, thank you so much, Ray. I appreciate it. Jason, it is 0.5 standard or PPR. Yep. James, what's up, James? Do you think it's a risk starting Eckler after coming back from IR? I'm thinking about Brian Hill purely for game time. Yeah, so I think actually Brian Hill is going to be involved a little bit more. Even if Eckler is 100% James, he still is going to be splitting the carries. We were talking about this earlier. He's not going to be a 20+ carry kind of guy. He's probably going to be somewhere between 10 and 15 with 6 or 7 looks in the passing game as well, and that's where he makes his money, right? Eckler is a great back out of the backfield for receiving needs. So, if you're worried about him, I 100% think playing Brian Hill is fine. Let Eckler, go for a game, see how he is. We don't even exactly know what he's gonna be like with Herbert. So, I think your concerns are very valid. Sam says, any thoughts on Kendall Hilton? Yeah, we've been talking about him all day. Trust me, Sam. If you're not an ESPN, I think he's a great start at flex. I think he has a lot of upside relatively. Henry says, honestly, I have no idea. I want to see what the Lions do with Patricia out and Galladay and D Swift. D Swift looks good. I hope they give D Swift more touches. I think D Swift actually benefits from this. Roberto says 49ers should push for Stafford or even the Broncos. Yo, Roberto, what about the Colts, man? I would like him. Isaac, do you like Hines this week? Though I love Hines this week. I think Hines and Wilkins will both be able to be serviceable as a flex this week. Big Cheese says Jay Ryder Cup is a great yak receiver. I think he leads the league in the last 2 years. Yep. Jason, should I start Julio or Cup? Jason, I like Cup a little bit more. I don't think Julio is going to be 100%. If he plays, I'm a little bit worried that he's going to be used as a decoy. So I think Cup is a little safer, just because like Cup is a great, he's a great PPR guy. Henry, it is midnight, 12:21 a.m. Pacific for me. How about you, Henry? What up, Irie? How you doing, dude? Good to see you, my friend. Let's see, 12 a.m. West Coast. Yep, Jamie. Oh, yo, we got some. Yeah, Sam. Any drinks yet? Yeah, we've been sipping a little bit. And guys, here, I'll pin this. So if it is, let's see. We'll pin this. So at 300 subs, if we get it tonight, we'll do viewer's choice of shot. So if we hit 300 subs tonight before the end of the stream, I'll give you guys a few options and you guys get to choose what shot we take. That's our celebration, because last week we had some lit streams towards the end. We hit 200 and our goal this week was 300. So let's see if we can get there. Oh, that's right. Roberto and Irie, remind me again, which part of Europe are you guys in again? Henry, 3 a.m. or 1 a.m.? Okay, there you go, not too late. So Henry, are you like Arizona? Where are you at, Henry? Jax, what's up? I was starting Balaj and Gaskin Ahmed at both of my flexes. Who would you start in their absence? I have AJ Brown in one of the spots. Corey Davis versus Indy. Wilkins. I actually kind of like Wilkins a little bit. I think AJ Brown and Corey Davis are going to do fine, but they have a tougher matchup. I'd probably go AJ Brown or Wilkins here, Jack. Whoever you feel a little bit more comfortable with. Jacoby Myers, we need to see one more week and see what happens. I actually think Corey Davis is a little bit more, has a better floor than AJ Brown this week, but AJ Brown's obviously your stud, right? Ty says Stafford would be an interesting choice for the 49ers, if not for his fat contract. Most likely they keep Garoppolo and draft a lower round QB. Trading for Donner Hazell. Yeah, I feel like all of the QB needy teams are probably like in the same boat, right? With like Stafford, maybe Darnold, everyone wants Dak Prescott. I'm sure it's gonna be the same narrative. Jack says, yeah, Jacoby Myers versus Arizona. I kind of want to, if you have other plays you can play instead of him, I do want to see if he's available to, I just want to see how he's used. His target share dropped last week, so I do want to go 1 week and see how it is. Him versus Demir Bird. Sir Sigley, 322, okay. Sir Sigley, where are you at? Roberto's is Finland, that's right, okay. That's cool, that's actually really cool. Which part of Finland, dude? Ty says, I got you, Dan. Bacardi 151 when you make the 300. Oh, let's go, baby. Ty's ready. Let's go. Jay Wright says, Myers is kind of a gamble after last week. 100%. Ray Gamer says, I just heard news of Balajko. Yeah, yep. I think he's questionable. Isn't that right? Yeah. Henry says, dude, which part of Colorado? I love Colorado. I go there a lot for snowboarding, like a few times a year. I love Colorado. Flex Kendall really, yeah, I mean, I would probably go really here. It's Kendall if you have like, someone that you're thinking will probably get you like 7 to 10 points maybe. That's when I would play Kendall over them, but yeah. Henry says you're for Michigan. Okay, nice. Nick says this was the craziest. I know, Nick, this has been a crazy. We at the beginning of the stream, we read through everything that happened. It's a wild day, dude. It's a wild day. We'll see what happens going into it. Sam, do you think Garoppolo will go back to the Patriots? I don't think so, but that would be a very, I mean, actually, maybe. That would be a very, very Bill Belichick move. Like, be like, yo, go somewhere else and see that you're not with a master anymore and you're not a puppet and you're not going to do well, and then slowly come crawling back to me. Maybe. Sam says, I was just in Springs in Denver a few months ago. Nice. Did you hear about the RB on Buffalo who ran for 409 and 18s? I did not. Who is it, Ray? Jack says, do you think it's better to play AJ and Corey for the floor of the Tennessee passing game or spice it up? I think you kind of spice it up with Wilkins. I mean, I would probably go, like I said, I would probably go AJ or Wilkins, but I do kind of like Wilkins here, man. Obviously, he's in a split back carry, but I think he gets a lot of the downhill rushes since Hines is going to be used more in the passing game. My only concern about AJ Jack this week is that both in the last 2 weeks, his performance has literally been dictated by one play, and he's been sort of butterfingers. So I'm a little worried that it's going to be like that, right? He can get you, 14, 15 points, and he catches that one touchdown. He can get you like 2-3 points and be shut down. He's just a higher risk for me, and that's my opinion, Jack. Highlands Ranch. Okay, I'm not familiar with that, but yeah, I'm a huge fan of Colorado. Honestly, I go snowboarding in like the Breck, Vale, Beaver Creek area a lot. So I love it. I love it. Steamboat's one of my favorite places. No, Ray Gamer. Who was it? I did not hear about it. Jacob, how do you feel about matchup for this week? I have Herbert, Keenan, Evans, CD, Gio, or Mostert, Edwards or Pittman. So I would actually go Mostert and Gio here, or Mostert and Pittman. But I like it. I think you have a decent lineup here. Roberto says, how's Linky? That's awesome, dude. How are things in the for Finland right now? How's like the COVID stuff, and like, is it high there? Is it big, or what's going on? Jack just really don't want to bust on Wilkins. I don't think you will. I mean, if you don't want to do it, go for AJ. AJ I still think is a bigger gamble than Corey Davis, but go for AJ then. He's your stud. I still think there's a risk to it, especially since he's been dropping a lot of passes recently, but go with him if you really want to. Jacob says my opponent has Watson, Godwin, Woods, Deontay, Gibson, J. I mean, he has a tough team. I will say that, but I think you have a good lineup this week as well. So what are the projections looking like, Jacob? Jay Wright, if Eckler returns, Eckler is RB2, Ballage is RB3. I agree. I think Eckler is RB2 with high upside. Sarcastic, MT gets his first T this week. Let's do it. Let's speak it into it. Sir Sigley is from Palm Beach. Yo, Florida. Yo, that's a great place to be right now, right? Dude, what's up? Thank God Lions got rid of Patricia and Bob Quinn. Yeah, yo, we got another Lions fan in here. I think people are happy about it. Sam, Ty says, at Sam, I'm doubtful he goes to Pats, but I'm happy if they cut him completely. Chances are really low. Yep. Jamie says, Ridley over Hinton, please. Oh yeah, for sure. 7, what's up? Think Michael does good. I'm feeling they won't be passing much, and Latavius Murray will be playing more at Kamara if they set up too many points. No, I mean, I think you guys don't overthink it, I'm just thinking about this. If they get up, say, like 28 points, right? Maybe that's when they'll start running Latavius Murray more, but who do you guys think is going to get those 28 points, right? Those 28 points aren't going to magically appear, and there's a very good chance it's between MT and Kamara as well. So don't overthink it. Play your studs. The last thing people that's the one thing people get paranoid about is like, oh well, what if the I want to play my studs when it's a good matchup, but what if the matchup is too good and people kind of their production gets cut? Don't worry about that. I understand the concern, but there's no point in overthinking and not playing them. And hey, like I said, maybe the Denver puts up a fight. Maybe Hinton is a really good quarterback and maybe they win the game. Who knows, right? Nothing ever happens on paper, guys. This is the NFL. I understand that when we think a team's going to be a blowout, it's going to be a blowout. But guys, there's been plenty of upsets this year, so don't overthink it. James says, will Gaskin be fit to play? No, I don't think he's playing. He's not playing this week, James. We're going to have to wait at least another week. So Shigley says, should I risk starting Justin Tucker and Ravens D? Should I pick up Seahawks to get another kicker? I think you should be ready. The game should be going on, but there's always a small chance it gets rescheduled because of so many more cases going up. So Sir Sigley, I would say wait till tomorrow morning and see if there's any more information and then make a decision from there. But if you could play someone else, I wouldn't mind it. Also, I don't really like the Ravens C this week, so maybe just go with Seahawks C, honestly. His name is Jared Patterson. Okay, I did not hear about it. Big T says Chris Carson, MT, Tyler Lockett, Darren Waller, T Higgins, Christian Kirk, Josh Jacobs. Sure, 1 running back, 2 flexes. I'm leaning Carson, Jacobs, Waller. I would go definitely Jacobs. I would go Carson if he's 100%, and I'd probably go MT or Waller here. Yeah. Jack says, definitely makes sense. Agree with analysis. Thanks. Yeah, for sure, man. And hey, really good stuff. I'd be curious to see how that plays out, but we'll see. That was a great question. 88.9 points from Jared Patterson. That's pretty crazy. This is college, right? Nicholas says play Tanyan tomorrow or gamble on Tuesday game actually happening and play Ebron. Go with Tanyan. I don't think Ebron's like that much better, or like we would expect more production out of him than Tonyan. So there's no point in risking it. Go Tonyan here. Everett Border or Skeet up in Tahoe? Yeah, Ty, actually, yeah. One of my friends, they have, they know somebody that has a condo up there, Ty. So I went up actually like end of March last year. Snow wasn't great, but honestly, Tahoe was a really cool little town. We went to this little, we went to a few breweries in Tahoe, and we went to this like cool little diner that was like in like an Airstream, like a van almost kind of thing. It was really fun. I liked Tahoe a lot. It's a very cool little town. Henry says I love Steamboat as well. I haven't gone a little bit. Yeah, I went last year. We'll see how things go this year, but I want to go back for sure. Irie says, who do you think wins, Raiders or Falcons? Okay, so I go Raiders over Falcons. I go Giants over Bengals, and then go Miami over Jets for sure. Seven says AJ would have had it. Oh, for sure he would have, right? He dropped a big pass, but that's the issue is like over the last 2 weeks, he's been dropping a lot of passes. Last week, he would have had a dud again if he didn't have that monster run in the fourth quarter. So to me, he's a little risky against what do you call it? Against Indy this week. What's in your nightcap, bro? It's just a little white wine from dinner. Been nursing it for a little bit. Good stuff. Nice tree in the background, by the way. I just decorated my tree. Let's go. Holiday boys in here. Yeah, Christmas. I feel like Christmas lasts like 3 months, right? Boy, that's an ill tree. Hell yeah. Sarcastic says, Flagstaff, Arizona. It's 128 right now. The Snow Bowl is here. Great place to ride in Purgatory in Colorado State. Nice, nice. That's awesome, dude. Arizona with their like weird time zone things, right? Alex, how you doing, man? How do we feel about Ekeler? I think, you know, if he's 100%, if he's good to go tomorrow morning, they call it. I think just start him, right? I think, you know, he's obviously, you know, a very, very good fantasy quarterback, running back for us. It depends on who else you have, but Ekeler is definitely a decent start. James Ryan, what's up, dude? What's up? Jay Wright says, guys, breaking news, Balazs rules out this week. Really? Okay. That's good to know now. Jacob says, my opponent after Watson, Gibson, and Washington just right at 190, and I'm projected 131. Oh damn, that's rough, Jacob. But hey, yo, let's pray for a Hail Mary. That's tough. After going against Watson, Gibson, and Washington D. Ray Gamer says that's a good news for Ekeler, for sure. Yeah, that's really rough, Jacob. We all feel the rips in the chat, right? Miles says, you told me to sit Gibson or James Robinson. Yeah, man, listen, James Robinson can still go up for you, right? Who else did you have, Miles, who else do you have going in your running backs right now? Ray says, I'm glad I played Amari Cooper on Thursday. I had to face Will Fuller. That it was nice. I have AJ Brown, Joe New, but picked up Fant earlier this week. Unsure which tight end is riskier. I think Fant's a little bit riskier because of the knee QB. Burke, no, hey, don't worry about it. You're here now. That's all that matters, right? James already says, would you start Gus? I don't love Gus. If you had to start him, you can, but the fact that he's playing the Steelers, plus it's a Tuesday night game that he could get you know, canceled. I'm a little bit worried about Gus for sure. Jacob says, I also have Hooper. How do you feel? Hooper hopefully will bounce back. I'm a little bit worried about Hooper and most of the receivers on the Browns team right now because of the fact that Baker just hasn't been passing well and they've been leaning a lot. Hopefully he bounces back, but I'm a little bit low on all Browns wide receivers right now. Jacob says, should I pay? Wait, let's see. Is Genja legal where you are at? I think it is. Yep. Ty says, glad you've been to Tahoe, man. Good people there. Snow was solid right before the pandemic. You went to Sierra Heavenly. It was, dang, what was it? Let me see. What was it I went to? It was on the Icon Pass. I think we went to Squaw, actually. Yeah, I think it was Squaw. Jay Wright, you can pick up Marlon Knight for 3 years ago. Yeah. Miles says, I also have Cook and Jacobs. I mean, yeah, dude, don't worry about it. Like, you know, any other day, I would still tell you to go James, you know, James Robinson, Cook, and Jacobs. Obviously, you know, Gibson had a really good game, and that's gonna happen, right? But that doesn't mean that your other 3 backs aren't gonna have a better game. And in my opinion, I still like Jacobs, Cooks, and James Robinson over Gibson. So, you know, even though it sucks that he still scored 30, maybe all of your other guys will score 40. You know, we'll see. But I mean, you have a solid 3 back, so that should be a good, you know, a good anchor for you to try and win your game this week. Robinson has a talent to drop. Oh, for sure, for sure. Fabian, what's up, dude? What's up? How you doing? Nihal, what's up, dude? DJ Moore, Austin Eckler, Brian Hill, Snell, Carson McTwo. I'd go Carson and Austin Eckler here. That's what I like. Yeah, Burke, you got sniped on Marlon Mack, right? Giggles, what's up, dude? Keelan Cole, Deontay Johnson, Claypool, Higgins. Oh boy. Out of those, I'd probably go Johnson or Claypool. I'm a little bit worried about the Tuesday games, Giggles. I wonder if you have someone else besides Keelan Cole that you can like put in for now. Ari says, who wins, Browns or Jags? I go Browns here. Jay Wright says it's Wilkins or Hines. I think they both are going to be actually okay. I think they're both going to be okay. Tyus from Bay Area. Yep. 49ers fan, right? Sam says a link to Ballage being rolled out. I don't have it. Let me see if we have anything here. I haven't actually seen it yet. You haven't seen it just. Let me just do a quick Google search. Last I see is 3 hours ago, Ballage is trending down for Sunday. Fabian, Godwin or Deontay? I go Godwin a little bit because I'm worried about the Tuesday games. That's all. And Godwin is honestly normally not a bad play over Johnson, but yeah. Bobby Schmerter, what's up, dude? Leonard, oh, Jalen Reagor, that's rough. Jalen Reagor's at least going to probably get you like 6 or 7 points. Leonard Fournette, we don't know for sure, so I'd probably lean Jalen Reagor if you want the points. Leonard might not be useful if they go with Rojo. Jay Riot, Chargers running back Kalen Ballage is not expected to play versus the Bills according to ESPN. Okay, so yeah, I think that's probably similar to you know, the trending down. I don't know if he's necessarily not going to play for sure, but it sounds like it's not looking good. Neil says DJ Moore's been going off though, and it's a good matchup. I agree. I just prefer. Normally, unless the wide receiver is like a superstar wide receiver, I prefer our RB1s a little bit more because they're going to get guaranteed the touches. I don't think, you know, DJ Moore is a bad play by any chance, right? But you know, I think in Carolina they have Robbie Anderson plus it's Curtis Samuel, so there's always a chance that they could be, you know, the guys that are being used for that week. We don't know. I don't think DJ Moore is a bad choice at all, but you know, for me, I like the guaranteed touches by my starting wide receivers for sure. Burke says, what's up, Bobby? Reagor's more guaranteed, but Fournette has a higher ceiling for sure. I like Wilkins, honestly. I kind of like Wilkins, Bobby. I like Wilkins. I think him and Hines are going to be splitting carries here. Henry says, do you think Gio clears the protocol? It sounds like he's trending upwards, right? So I think potentially. I actually do think... I think they said that he was looking good for tomorrow. I see something that says he was removed from the final injury report, so he's good to go. So maybe he's already cleared, actually. Giggle says Antonio Brown. I like Antonio Brown. I think he's due for a touchdown soon, so I think it's a good play as well. Jacob says Ballage will probably be out. Fabian says don't think they'll rush too much against KC, plus Fournette has been struggling in the passing game. Okay, for sure. Uncle Lenny dropped like 3 passes last week. Don't think Henry, he didn't practice. Didn't think so. Henry didn't think he didn't practice Thursday. XX, what's up, dude? Starts Dolphins or Saints D? I think I like Dolphins D slightly more, but both are really, really good starts. I think Dolphins a little bit more. Jacob says Hines will probably go off this weekend. Very much could be. I think both him and Wilkins have really good matchups. Let's see. Should Eckler be picked up? I agree 100%. 100%. Sam says Curtis Samuel over Cooper Kupp or Woods. I'm thinking Woods over Kupp, but I don't trust Curtis Samuel. I like Samuel a lot. I actually kind of like Kupp a little bit more because I think he's been getting a little bit more targets than Robert Woods. Correct me if I'm wrong. Obviously, with that team, it's still kind of wide receiver roulette, right? But Kupp seems like he might be getting a little bit more volume than from Goff. Everyone says pick Eckler right now. Alex, welcome. Dolphins D. Jacob says for sure. Why is Eckler free? It might be a smaller league, right? Someone dropped Eckler. I'm checking out why he was dropped. There you go. Okay, yo, Irie, pick him up if you can. I want to be in Irie's league playing with these kind of people. James Ryan says, what do you think about T. Higgins? Still a very talented wide receiver, right? It's unfortunate that they have a new quarterback, but I think he still has value. I think you know, just generally his stock and Boyd's stock both went down a little teeny tiny bit. But you know, for me, I think well, you know, we have to wait and see this week. I don't feel comfortable starting him. He's definitely a risk. Not saying that he won't do well, but he's definitely a risk for me to start this week. He goes Antonio Brown or Deontay Johnson. I go Antonio Brown here. He's a little bit safer. We know he's going to get the volume, so he has a decent floor. He could be due for a touchdown soon, like I said, and we know for sure he's playing tomorrow, right? I'm still worried about Tuesday, so Giggles, I would go Antonio Brown here. Henry says, do you mostly play redraft or dynasty? I play redraft. I haven't played in a dynasty league actually yet. Seven says, what's your thought on Mostert? I like him a lot. If he's 100% tomorrow, I'd go with him. And Kenny, who's Kenny H? Kenny G? Kenny Galladay? It's Kenny Galladay. Well, I don't know when he's gonna be back. I know his injury has been lingering for a while. I think since like week 5, right? So I guess we'll have to see, right? Break says Antonio Brown, don't like the concern about Tuesday game, and Brown looking good for sure. Does Hagan have value? He still could. He still could. Let's wait and see what happens with the new quarterback Allen. Henry says, do you think Joe Mixon comes back this season? He doesn't need surgery for his injury. I hope so. I really hope so. There's a good chance they might shut him down. I don't know, but we'll see by week 14, right? It just sucks, but it's tough, and it's a little bit tough to like start him right away in that offense. Hopefully we'll have a better idea seeing how Gio does over the next few weeks, but yeah, that's tough. Just a thought, but I may be wrong. This is stream comes out. Maybe Ben goes to basket game more potentially, right? Potentially. I think it's all game script, but I mean that team is like pretty well rounded on offense, so I don't think they need to. You know, I think Benny Snell will be fine. Dan, you or Perk posted anything on Reddit regarding the stream? Got a lot of traffic from waiver wire camping. I have not. Do you guys think I should post on Reddit? We'll see tomorrow. Yep. Thanks, big man. Have a good night. Yo, thanks, Giggles. Thanks for coming by. People mainly dropped Mostert, Drake, and Gaskin. I was able to get Mostert and Gaskin. That's a big pickup, Jacob. That's a big pickup. Break says I haven't, but we should if Dan think he can with the mods. Yo, sign me up for that league, Jacob. Yeah. Would you still put Mostert over Eckler? I think slightly, because I think Mostert's gonna get a little bit more volume. But yeah, I guess if you guys think so. I mean, it's late enough. I think most mods are asleep. I'll post it. What do you guys think I should? Let me know what you guys think I should title it. I need a nice little catchy title, right? Where are we at now? Let's see. When is Eckler coming back? Eckler should be back this week. Irie. John says sit 2. Welcome to the stream, both John and Gandalf. John says sit 2 non-PPR. Eckler, Brian, Allen Robinson, David Montgomery, Lindsey, Gus, Edwards. If I had to sit 2, I'd sit Montgomery and Lindsey here. You could always sub Gus Edwards for David Montgomery if we're because we've been concerned about Tuesday games. So I'd either sit Montgomery and Lindsey or Gus and Lindsey, in my opinion. Getting out to Brian Hill this week. I think he's going to get some volume. I think he's going to get you know, decent amount of targets as well. So yeah. Breck says want to watch me drink. Yeah, that's funny. Henry says the Lions offense is not functional with our Kenny G. Is not functional without them. That's what you're saying, right? You're saying you need Kenny G and Swift. Alright, no problem. Something last minute decision, something. Okay, for sure. Will Gaskins and Mostert be back this week? Gaskins will not. I believe Mostert will be. John, no problem, dude. Welcome to the stream. I think this is your first time, right? Jacob, yeah, I don't think I think Gaskins is ruled out this week, but I think Mostert should be playing. Alright, guys, give me 1 second. I will actually go ahead and post this. Let's see. Hopefully all the mods are asleep, right? Give me a second, let me post this. How do I post a link? Done. All right, we'll see if we get more people. All right, what's up, dude? How you doing? Yep, nice, John. Welcome to the stream, man. Glad you found us. Let's see. Ari says, would you drop Rojo or Monty or AB for Eckler? I would probably drop. That's a tough one. I honestly think Monty or Rojo here. Honestly, Ari, Rojo's gonna be very up and down. I think with sort of you know, the game script. Monty I just don't like. I think it's a lower floor. Sam says, who takes it? LA Rams versus Sanford? Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to lean in Rams a little bit. But yo, Ari, welcome back to the stream, my friend. How you doing tonight? Brick says, Dan, I'm also cool to post links too if you're worried about being banned. I don't care about Red at all. No, I think it's fine at night. I usually just delete it anyways. But yeah, maybe in the future I'll have you let's see. Something. Okay, so the auto mod removed it somehow. Burke, if you want to try it, feel free to do it. It looks like let's see. I probably put something in there that the auto mod didn't like. So that wasn't actually the mods. It was the auto mod. So yeah, Burke, if you want to, feel free to. I don't care that much, honestly, either. I usually do a new. Let me try it one more time. Let me try it one more time and let's see what happens. Guys, give me 1 second. Let's see. The auto mod is finicky, guys. The auto mod is finicky. Let's see. Yeah, something about my title isn't good. I don't know what it is. Alex, thank you for the sub. Yeah, Burke, if you're gonna try it, you know, I would also say just delete it at the end of the night, but see if you can get it to work, Burke. I would just do a new link, yeah. Hey Zeus, what's up? I need one player for Flex in Standard League. Now it's available: Rieger, Shepard, Slayton, James White, Breida, Gus Edwards. Out of those, I'd probably lean Shepard, honestly. Shepard or Rieger, I think, are your best bets for Jesus. Irie says we should start up a Discord and chat up. I think we will soon, Irie. With how big we're growing, I think that's not a bad idea. Bobby Schmer says Rieger. I like that. Irie says, let me know if you guys make one. For sure. Jay Wright says that's a good idea. Okay. Irie, I'm glad you're doing great, dude. Irie says everyone see. Yep. Sam says, I'm a Rams fan. San Francisco has always played hard and upset the Rams in the past. Yeah, I still think I think Rams have a little bit more, you know, star power overall. Ari says, seems as if Eckler is going to be playing this week. Would you play him or Ridley, Sanders or Hunt? Oh, out of those, ooh, I'd probably go Ridley or Hunt. Actually, those are your to me, those are your studs. I know Eckler is a stud too, but I would like to see him in that, you know, new offense. Jacobs is Rieger. Alex says probably Eckler or Ridley. Okay, for sure. Jay Wright says go Hunt. Let's see. Ty says, at Sam, yeah, respect, we usually have a pretty solid rivalry. Anything goes, especially considering a divisional write-up. Yep, guys, what I always say, divisional Divisional games are funky. You, what's up, dude? How you doing? Yeah, yo, my bad. Notifications are right. Don't worry about it at all. Don't worry about it at all, man. You know, this is like I always say. These streams are for you guys, for when you guys are available. So don't even worry about it at all, my friend. Yeah. So we're okay. We're at 286, boys. 14 more, and that's a viewer's choice for shots, right? Hunt will probably go off. Jacob says, I hope he doesn't because my opponent has him. Yeah, we'll see. They've been doing well. Ewan says, start Rieger or Damian Harris. I think I like Damian Harris a little slightly more, unless you know something about if Sony's really going to take over. There's always that factor, right? So if you don't want to take the risk, go Rieger. But I do think he sort of has a lower ceiling. Honestly, maybe go if you want to play safe. Maybe go Rieger. Here. J-Red says, yeah, we just here to give each other friendly advice to winner. Like, yeah, for sure, yeah. And like, guys, you guys are so involved. I'm so happy for that. I'm glad it's just not me talking the entire time. So I definitely appreciate that. Danny says, imagine shots at this time. Danny about to turn up. Yeah, guys, listen, we're still 14 away, right? So, you know, slowly getting there. But we shall see. Sam says, do you guys put an alarm for 10 a.m. Sunday? Since we said, oh, for sure. Yeah, I usually put an alarm for like 9:30, 9:40. Wake up, check to see if there's any last minute like news about activations or deactivations, and then get up and just lay on my couch for like the next 8 hours. Sam says, do you have any tough sits or starts, or do you have, I have one I can show you guys. I don't know what I should do, but I can show you guys once things slow down, because it involves whether or not I want to move Taysom Hill out of my lineup. It's a tough one. I'll let you guys see and see what you guys think. Rieger might have his breakout game. I mean, he could, right? Jamie says Boyd or Pittman. I like Pittman a little bit more. I'm a little bit worried about Boyd's situation this week with the new QB. Henry says Jordan Reed got a good start this week. No way I'm starting fan with the Broncos. I think Jordan Reed should be a decent. He should be able to get you a decent form. It looks like Mullins really looked his way a lot. So yeah. Is John Brown worth a pickup for... John Brown's on IR, dude. So he's, at least from what I know, he's out the next 3 weeks. Jay Wright says, I like Pittman a lot. I like Pittman a lot too, man. I'm glad we have that in common. For sure. For stashing, sure, I guess. So let's see. If he's on IR, we're in week 12, right? So that means he's out 12, 13, 14. So the earliest he's going to be back for you is round 2 of playoffs. So he could be right, but at that point, how comfortable do you feel like starting him, right? It's definitely a good stash, but that's the only worry, is that, you know, that's the only worry, honestly. Sam says Chris Carson over Damian Harris in my flex. Just worried about Carson being. I still like Carson over. I would assume that if he's back, then you know, he is our, you know, he is the starting guy. He should be 100%. Seahawks fan Burke, let us know what you think about Carson, but I like Carson here. Jay Wright says more target for Diggs and Beasley for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. Jacob says Reed should be good for this week. I would never start fan with a wide receiver. There you go. Yeah, no, I understand what you mean. It's a risk. I think he's just coming back a little bit too late for my taste, but he's obviously he could be a very good start. Jay Wright says play Carson or Harris. I agree. Ari says I'm second place and I still got my 2 stud kickers. Lutz and Koo might have to drop. Yeah, you probably will. We got to go Koo though, right? Henry says, are you concerned about Josh Jacobs with Jalen Richards getting activated out of iron possibly? I'm not at all. Josh Jacobs is their workhorse. He's always been. You know, I think Jalen Richards and Devontae Booker might get some touches, but the main guy is going to be Jacobs, and I wouldn't, you know, I would be shocked if he got anything less than like 18 touches a game. Alex says Carson won't be on a snap count. Yep. Is Todd Gurley playing this week? He is not playing this week. He has busted knees. Iris says Adrian Pride. Hell yeah, dude. Of course. Let's see. Jacob says can't blame a drop Koo. I know, right? It's all right. It happens. Kickers are always tough. I don't know if that was his bye week, but kickers are always tough to have. Through bye weeks for sure. Jay Wright says he might be out for the year. That's the rumors that we're hearing, right? Rick says Gio, Mike Williams, Aguilar in 0.5 PUR. I think I'd like Gio than Aguilar. If you don't feel comfortable with the Bengals this week, go Aguilar. I think Aguilar has a really good matchup. Hayes says Brian Hill is a good option for RB2 in Standard League. Also is available. I like Brian Hill over Breida for sure. Dan says Brian Hill or Mike Davis. Mike Davis is a good matchup, right? But if you really want to get kind of fancy with it, I think Brian Hill might have a slightly higher ceiling because we don't know what the ceiling is. I think both are good plays. I'd probably go Mike Davis. Henry says, in my opinion, you have Nick Chubb. You should try and sell him immediately because he has 4 targets this year and Kareem has had goal line touches. He's still getting a lot of rushes though, Henry, right? It's not just like the receptions. He's like running the ball a lot, isn't he? Brooks says, my RBs are CMC, Connor, Gurley, Gaskin. Okay, so you're... Oh, that's rough. That's really rough, Brooks. Rip in chat. He says, thoughts on a matchup for Hopkins this week? Do you think Gilmore will shut him down? I don't think so, but I will say, you know, what I've been saying all along, Hopkins is a little bit inconsistent for his ADP. Where he was drafted, we expect him to be literally the top wide receiver, but he's a little bit too inconsistent for me. I mean, he's the number 10 wide receiver in half PPR right now, so that just tells you as much. Not a bad, like you don't ever sit him, but you can't expect him to be putting up like 15 plus every week. Jay Wright says, Harry, that's good advice, but most leagues, trade lines are done. Yep. Ari says, what do you think about Eckler's playoff matchups? It looks sketchy. Let me see. Chargers schedule. Let me look at this. Chargers schedule. Let me see what I can see. So they've got Raiders, Broncos, Chiefs, Patriots. I think it's okay. I'm not too worried about it. I think they're all doable, especially for someone like Eckler's caliber, you know. Kickers are the most annoying position in fantasy, along with wide receivers. Oh, for sure. Honestly, tight ends are pretty annoying too. Brian Hill or James White in full PPR. Sam, I like Brian Hill a little bit more because he should be the guy, you know, as opposed to, you know, one of the 4 guys. Any thoughts on starting QBs at flex on people starting? Sad to see it. I think it is what it is, right? But are you talking about what's his face, the Broncos guy this week, Sam? Daniel says, I'm in Standard League. I need RB2 to pick up. My RB2 is Mike Davis. Oh, that's not... Mike Davis is a fine RB2, dude. He's fine for you. Right, that Mike Davis trying until CMC comes back. If he comes back, right? Break says, auto post is automatically removing any post, even post unrelated. That's weird. Berg, I wonder if it has to do with the title and the keywords, right? Because I do see new posts right now. But, yeah, I don't know. It's tough. It is what it is. You know, that's fine. Kellis, what's up, dude? So what are we looking at? Drop Bernard for Derrick Henry's. I keep Bernard, dude. I keep Bernard. Regardless of what your team is, Bernard is a starter. I keep Bernard. My league has no waivers, so they don't process. You can pick up a guy. Yeah, I prefer Bernard over like a handcuff, and we don't even know who the handcuff is, right? We don't know if it's McNichols. We don't know if it's Foreman. We don't know who it is. How long are you streaming, Henry? Probably for like another hour. We'll see how close we get to that 300 mark. If you know, let's see. We're at 286 right now, so if we get close, maybe we'll stay on for a little bit, but maybe for like another hour or so. I'm talking about Hill and Kendall. Yeah, I mean, it is, right? I think, yeah, I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. ESPN luckily shut down the Kendall thing, right? Ari says, I'm scared for the floor for Ridley. It might be lower because Julio's out. He tends to play worse. I'm okay. I mean, sure, I think that's a good concern, but I still think Ridley is a stud, so I would feel a little bit better. I would feel okay starting him. I get what you're saying, though. Nick says, another tight end, Tanyan or Jonnu? Jonnu is he's very like tight. He's very touchdown dependent, but he's been getting a lot of touchdowns. Between those two, I probably lean Jonnu slightly, because he was able to score against the Colts last week. Ari says, Logan Thomas is badass this week. He was playing QB 1 snap. Yep, for sure. The pending transactions for Yahoo for wide receiver is Kendall, Hinton, whoever that is. Daniel, that's the wide receiver who's going to be playing as QB1 for the Broncos tomorrow. Chai says, yeah, most likely comes down to title with Autobots. All good, though. Yeah, it's all good. Do you still believe in Trey Burton? I still do. He scored last week, right? The thing is, it's still going to be a roulette. He still gets a lot of red zone targets, but I will say it, he's very touchdown dependent at this point. You know, he's a guy who's going to get looked a lot in the red zone, and I think that's great and all. But he's very touchdown dependent. Kellis says, just came to drop the question. Thanks, good night. Yo, thank you for stopping by, Kellis, dude. Good night to you too. Good luck tomorrow, my friend. Brooks says, I can also play Hinton over Gio Aguilar. Should I do that? I'm worried he might be a dud against the Saints. I kind of think, I think you play him, dude. I think you play him. He's a quarterback. That's almost like, you know, a super flex position. Jackie says, I'm not playing Hinton over A-Rob. That's a tough question. A-Rob has a sketchy matchup. I still think he produces, but A-Rob is at least in the tier where I think he's, you know, a stud wide receiver that he's probably worth playing over Hinton, but maybe, dude, honestly. A-Rob has probably his worst matchup this year, is what I'll say. And like I was saying earlier, I wouldn't be surprised if he potentially, can I get some ice? Thanks. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't do well this week. But he's still, in my opinion, he's still going to get like 10 to 12 targets. Daniel says, I'll put him in my flex for the memes. Do it, do it. Jacob says, Titans are annoying. Titans have been struggling for me. It's been very, very tough, dude. There hasn't really been a breakout Titan this year, I don't think, right? Yeah, so it's not great. Joni was looking like he might be the breakout Titan, but he kind of slowed down. You got to pick up Irv Smith next week. I like him. I still think he's a little touchdown dependent, but maybe he gets a few more opportunities with Thielen out if he's out for a longer time. Henry says, peace, bro. I gotta get some sleep. Thanks for answering. Yo, Henry, thanks for stopping by, dude. We'll see you in a future stream. Good talk tonight. Jackie says, I don't have anyone to drop. Yeah, Jackie, post your lineup again. Ari says, Hopkins, Pittman, Rage, and Brown this week. You gotta go Hopkins here. That's your stud. That's your main wide receiver, right? Brick says, I just posted another Reddit, but couldn't figure out that one. It is what it is. Yeah, it's all good. I appreciate your efforts, dude. I appreciate it. Automod is very, very finicky. Jacob says Hopkins, yep. Jay Wright says it's Travis Kelce, then Waller, and everyone else. Exactly. Hockenson wasn't good last year, but he was also a rookie, so I think he was still trying to get acquainted to it. Hockenson had this type of hype last year, but he wasn't that great, so that's what it was, you know. Sam says, do you guys think Galladay will play again this season with a hip injury? I hope he does, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was shut down, right? Especially if they're out of playoff contention. It's interesting, right? I don't think anyone expected him to be out this long, so that's a little concerning. That's definitely concerning. Hockey is solid, 10 points a game for sure. Irie says Logan Thomas was a breakout tight end. Man, that guy's good. Yeah, he's been doing well. I agree. I think if he has a better guy thrown to him, he'll be fine. Maybe that's Alex Smith. We'll see, but I agree. Logan Thomas used to be a QB? Yo, that's crazy, actually. I did not know that. That's cool. Jackie says, okay, we got Herbert, A-Rob, Claypool, Jefferson, Fuller, Cooks. Oh, yeah, I think we talked about it earlier. If you had to drop one for somebody else, I would drop Cooks out of any of them, right? Because you were talking about whether or not you wanted to drop Andrews for Goddard, so I don't know if you did that, Jackie. I still would take Goddard here, but the thing is, you're never going to use Fuller and Cooks at the same time, right? Jay Wright says, yeah, your team is stacked for sure. Dan says, do you have faith in Kendall Hills? I have faith for him if we're talking strictly like flex expectations, Daniel. Sanders Galladay is in the contract year though. I have him in both my standard. Yeah, I mean the biggest thing is, you know, what's the extent to the injury that he has? Like, how serious is it? I don't know. You know, that's the biggest concern. Jacob says Kelce, Waller, and Hockenson are the only consistent tight ends right now for sure. I agree with that. He might get murdered, yeah. Drop Sanders. I don't know that I would drop Sanders just yet. I'm thinking we're talking about Miles Sanders, not Emmanuel Sanders, right? Sam says, would you guys draft Kelce round 1? I don't know if I would drop him round 1, but maybe like round 2. Yeah, Jay Wright says round 2. Jay says my flex usually get 20 points. It's Deontay Johnson. Yeah, right. And if you want to risk it and see if he plays this week, that's fine. But I will say it's very rare for a quarterback to what do you call it? to be played in a flex position when it's when he's not actually a super flex league. So that's the only thing, right? We played Taysom when we could, and we got some good points out of it. Never gonna happen again. Jackie says my 12 team is better than my 8. Yeah, it's funny that it happens, right? Slight reach is worth it for one of the maybe, but I would rather have a premium like wide receiver or running back there. Daniel says I'm 7 and 4 and 3rd. That's not good. That's not bad at all, dude. Kelsey, Kittle, Waller, but later, yeah. I mean, the tight end should be pretty decent next year. I think so. Jacob says I would go more second rounders for sure, Ty says that's a reach, early second round for sure. I can see that. I completely agree with that. I agree with that. Let me. Brick, you're not wrong. Automod is literally deleting everything, huh? I wonder what's going on. Yeah, I wonder why. Huh. There are a few stuff coming through, right? But yeah. Let's see. Honestly, Hockenson looks like a great tight end choice just because you can get him for so much cheaper. He does well. 100% agree there. Think more Brian Hill or AD. I like AD a little bit because we know what he is. But I do like Brian Hill tomorrow as a play. I just think AB is a little bit safer. Brian Hill might have a higher ceiling because AB hasn't really been getting the touchdowns right now. Jackie says took a risk to reach for Kittle and Lamar. Oh, that's rough. That's really rough. My advice is never to take a quarterback that early. Jacob says, should I get Hurst? Who's your current tight end, Jacob? Sam says, who would you rather draft overall next year? I would probably say CMC or honestly Zeke. CMC, Zeke, or Henry. I like Henry a lot. I'm surprised he didn't go top 5 in a lot of leagues. Brick says I posted in the Fantasy Footballers Reddit. Let's see if anyone comes here. Oh, I didn't know Fantasy Footballers had a Reddit. That's actually kind of cool because Fantasy Footballers, that's like their own entity, right? I think we talked about this before. I didn't realize that was an actual like subreddit, but that's cool. Let me try one thing. I found a subreddit called Fantasy Football Advice. Doesn't look very All right, let's see. What do we got here? Let's see. I'm going for against the second. I need to win, but Kendo is for luck for the memes. Let's go, Daniel. I believe it. Let's see. Next season, probably. Oh, sorry, Dalvin Cook. I forgot about Dalvin Cook as well. Yep, for sure. Jacob says I would go for CMC first. Jackie says at least I sold Lamar relatively. That's good. Jackie, what'd you get for? You traded him and AJ Brown away from A-Rob and Mixon. Okay. You know, kind of evens out, right? Daniel, what is Reddit? It's like it's kind of just like a big, like, I don't know, like not blog, but like kind of like people just post a bunch of like topics and you comment on it and stuff like that. Place for people to like read different things. What can't you do in Reddit? Yo, great response, Trey Riot. True. Jackie says traded him and AJ Brown away from A-Rob and Mixon. Oh yeah, that's right, it is. Jacob says I wouldn't draft Zeke in the first round next year. I would probably draft. Here's the thing, I like Zeke as long as Dak is there, right? Zeke was really good. I get what you guys mean. I thought he looked like the best pick out of the top 3 this year, starting off the year. Burke's explaining on Reddit, where you can just post anything and millions of people can respond. Literally, can 100%. Yep. Kirby Star, what's up, dude? Welcome to the stream, my friend. You like the tree? Yo, thank you so much, my friend. Yo, we can listen just for you, Kirby. So since we got Kirby, a new viewer in here, we're gonna do a little flashing, boys. Unless that gets really annoying, let me know. Let's see, what do we want to do here? We'll go through the spectrum, I think, and we'll do both. There we go. We'll do the little spectrum just for Kirby, man. Welcome to the stream. Mason says Zeke will be a first rounder if his line is healthy and Dak is back. His projection going in the early. Oh, 100. If he's, I mean, yo, if he's going in the second, that's a steal. That's a steal. Do you have your own Reddit page? I do not have my own Reddit page, unfortunately. Listen, I can barely managing this small YouTube channel. One day though, maybe. I don't actually think a lot of people have their own Reddit pages, honestly. That's not quite a thing. You do it based off of topics. Yeah, I agree 100%. If Dak is there, Zeke is a top 5 running back. I agree. Thanks, Kirby. I'm glad you like it. Ari says, yeah, Zeke bought out for me the first 5 weeks. Dak is stuck with him for the next 4 while he struggled and traded him. Oh, nice. Nice, Ari. I mean, hey, Eckler's going to be great for you for the rest of the season. He's in a way better situation, so you did well. Vagine, dude, what's up? Welcome. Yeah, I'm glad you got on too. What's your question, my friend? Daniel, how can I show you a pic of my team because I DM you on you? I didn't see your DM, Daniel. You for sure DM to the right place. If I mean, the best thing is honestly just post your lineup here, Daniel. I don't check DMs that often, is what I'll say. Jacob says this channel will hit 1K. Hey, you know, we'll see. 1K it's far away, guys. I think that's tough to get to. Let's, you know, our goal was to hit 500 by the end of the year. We'll see if we do that. But hey, one step at a time, right? We got to try and hit 300 this week if we can. Brian Hill or Chris Carson? Kirby says your cat is butt full. I don't know if that was a joke or not, but yes, he likes attention. Kirby, come for future streams and you will also see a dog as well. But Gene, I like Chris Carson a little bit more here. We know what he's like. He's on a better offense. We know the Seahawks are going to use him a lot, so I like Chris Carson a little bit more here, assuming he's 100% healthy. Nick Moore says Antonio Gibson might be a reasonable first round pick. He could be. He very much could be, right? I think, yeah, you know, he's a great running back. We'll see what the situation in Washington is like next year. To me, I think Gibson is more of like an end of first round, like early second round pick for right now. I know people, you know, obviously he had the 3 touchdown game this week and people are probably going to be a little set on that, but, you know. Mason said I was originally projected to win this week by 40. Now I'm down to 30. Hopefully my team. Oh no, you'll be fine, Mason. I mean, 30 is a lot, dude. Break says you're crossing your fingers for sure. Gibson will probably be around where Mixon, Drake. Oh, for sure. I agree. Kirby, his name is Rory. Is Ertz droppable? I have Gronk and Fant. Yes, I like Gronk and Fant overall. Assuming, you know, Drew Lock comes back soon. Ari says, I parlay Browns, Giants, Raiders, and Dolphins. Let's go. I like that. That's not bad. Sam says, is Kyler Murray going to be number 1 or number 2 coming out of most drafts? We'll see. I can see him being, I mean, he's going to be top 5, right? But I think it's going to be a mix of like Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, Russ, Kyler, Justin Herbert, Dak, honestly. There's going to be a lot of top-heavy quarterbacks for next year, so that's why don't draft anyone too early. You know, wait till like 5th, 6th round at the earliest, I think. Bro, don't count on every one of those projections. Oh, for sure. Ari says, yeah, drop RCD, Logan Thomas. Danny says, my team is Rodgers, Hill, DK, Jacobs, Mike Davis, Mark Andrews, Flex, Deontay. Not bad at all, right? You could definitely be a little bit better at RB2 and tight end, but not bad at all, Daniel. Richard Brock, dude. How you doing tonight, dude? Brick says, I think Kyler has passed Lamar, but not Mahomes, for sure. Richard, Guster Edwards, or Brian Hill. I like Brian Hill because he has a better matchup and because we know for sure the game is happening tomorrow. Jalen says, I set for this week. Nice. Jay Wright says, I like your team, for sure. Kirby, my cat is, how old is he now? He's 6, and I am 28. But Gene says, these projections are so off. I was projected to lose by 20 and won by damn. That's crazy. Yeah, projections just, you know, it just changes, right? Gibson's a good player for fantasy. I like Gibson. I think, you know, his team could be better for him. Jack says, I'm a Gaskin owner who picked up Ahmed too. Oh man, checking Ahmed or not since Gaskin is back next week. Ahmed is out this week, right? I think you can probably drop him and get someone else. Yeah, Liam, projection, zombie squat. I know, like, if you know your fantasy football for sure. Mason says, next year I'm gunning for a QB mid-draft. I drafted Kyler or Russ this year. My team will be so much better. Yep, I think, you know, around that, like, see when they go, right? Every league is different. Sometimes you'll have 4 quarterbacks that'll go by, like, round 4, right? Sometimes you only have, like, 1 or 2 quarterbacks and go by round 6. You got to go with the flow. Like, when you guys look at things online, that's assuming like a very standard league, but like everyone's league is very, very different. So you gotta also kind of go with the flow of how people are drafting. Like, don't just go with what people say, you know? If someone says like, draft like, I don't know, a running back in the 6th round, but like you see that he's nowhere near being drafted, you can get him in the 8th round, go for it, right? You gotta play to your league mates. Lee Mean says Ahmed is out and Gaskin was activated. Do we go? I'm not trusting Breida 100%. DeAndre Washington could be in play there as well, so I'm a little bit concerned about the Miami backs this week with not knowing who's gonna go. You know, the only quarterback I want in the 1st round is Mahomes. Yeah, potentially. I mean, the problem is like you're probably gonna be able to get someone that has similar production with Mahomes way later on, so you're kind of wasting a little bit of premium at running back and wide receiver if you go that early. Bye bye Balaj. Kirby says geez. Geez to my age or what? Jackie says Goddard or Andrews if the Steelers game happened. Since the Eagles play on Monday, so maybe you could, yeah. I like Goddard a little bit more overall. Mason says I dropped Breida right before Ahmed was ruled out. Oh, that's rough. Kendall, welcome to the team. Let's go. Ari says, is Eckler worth use? Yes, 100%. Ari, go get Eckler. He should be like an RB2. Fringe RB1 for the rest of the season if everything plays out right and he's healthy. Jay Wright says, in random question, boys, but how many money leagues are you guys in? I'm in 2. There was someone here, guys, I don't remember who it was, but someone here was literally in like 15. I don't remember who it was, but here says, I'm decorating tomorrow morning for Christmas. Perfect. That's great. Mason says, definitely. Why is he even available? Yeah, I think someone just dropped him. Jay Wright, I'm in 2 money leagues, 1 fun, 1 I try to make the best out of auto draft. Nice. Jay Riot says, I'm in 200 Hundo League, 100, and a 51 just for fun. Nice. Sarcastic says, I didn't draft a QB this year and picked up Carr off of waivers. I saw Herbert was going to start rest season. Nice. Yo, Sarcastic, that's a huge pickup. Jay Riot says, I try to not draft or use the same players for sure. I like diversifying. Old man Jan, I'm talking fantasy, I know, right? Yo, guys, I got to spit some wise knowledge from, you know, back in my day, right? Irie says $500 buy-in, 12 league winner takes 5K, 2nd place down. That's crazy. Break says, wasn't it Gilbert? I think, yeah, Gilbert was, yeah, we had one dude who, he hasn't been here recently. I think he was here maybe yesterday, actually. But one dude who was in literally like 15 leagues, and I think they're all money leagues. And I'm like, how do you even like keep track of all of that, right? It's hard enough to just keep track of like, you know, and chill like leagues, but 15? That's kind of crazy to me. But hey, good for him, right? Maybe that's why he's not here. He's busy managing all 15 of his money leagues. Could very much be so. Sven, yes, I am. Also, it's Sven, right? It's not 7. I think I've been saying 7, but it looks like Sven. I am still up, baby. You're up here with me. Jared said, Jared looks like he's 18 years old. Yo, you know how we are. Asians don't raisin. And I was trying to figure out what the saying was. I don't know if I heard Asian don't raisin, but I like it, and I'm gonna use it, dude. Mason says, can't wait for Keenan and Kelsey to have 30 combined receptions. I know, right? Very much possible. But G says, yeah, nice, Jay. Yeah, both of mine are 100 next year. I'm going to bump it up, though, because over the last 2 seasons, my fantasy experience and knowledge, no, that's really good. It's a fun game to play, Virgin. It's a fun game. Jay says, sorry, can you check how Deontay Johnson performed against Ravens, whatever week it was? I don't actually think he played well. Let's look. I'll pull it up. I wouldn't use that for much because a lot of it has to do with like game script, how things went, whether or not he got injured in the first week. Deontay Johnson, let's see. Last time he played against the Ravens, he scored 1.1 points. It was 1 reception for 6 yards, 3 targets. That was just one bad game over the last few weeks. I lost Dak and I got Herbert, and he's been going off. Perfect. Irish says, only in one league I'm focused on right now. That's getting 5K. I mean, yeah, I would 100% do that, dude. Mason says, 15 million weeks, you got at least one, right? Yeah, right. I guess that's a good way to look at it. Kirby says, how I followed the stream, I just clicked it and then I saw the tree. Now I'm seeing it. Perfect. Yo, that's how we get you guys in, right? Kirby, if you like the content, feel free to sub to the channel. If we hit 300 subs tonight, which we're close, we're at 286 right now. If we hit 300, 287 actually right now. If we hit 300 in the next hour, we'll let the viewers choose what shot I take as a celebration. Daniel, when can you turn donations? I honestly don't know how to do it, and I hadn't thought about it. You know, I don't want to be asking you guys for donations, so I definitely appreciate the thought, but I wouldn't worry about it at all. And I'm pretty sure, like, I don't even think I can do it because I wonder if that's tied to monetization, which, you know, I'm still grinding and working towards. So one day we'll get there, but monetization is it's a lengthy process, but we're making our way there right now. Jay Rice says, watch 20 years later, Janet's gonna look the same. That's hilarious. Alex says, he got hurt. I'm not sure who we're talking about there. Man, I hope Jared doesn't shut down Alexander. I don't think Al Robinson, I don't think it's gonna shut him down completely, but because he's gonna get so many targets from Mitch. But yo, Vegeta, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Let's see if my advice is good, right? This is all advice that, you know, I'm giving as well as chat's providing. So I don't think I don't think you need to be giving me any money for this right now. Ari says 15 more subs. Yeah, we're getting close. This thing up here, it doesn't update real time because a lot of people's subs are hidden for some reason. But yeah, we're currently at 287. She said, locked him up. How much points do you think Keno's gonna get? We'll see. I think I would expect probably at least 10 to 15 is my guess, but definitely could be more. Sam says, you look like Confucius from Epic Rap Battles. That's hilarious. Epic Rap Battles, I wonder if they're still doing, are they still doing stuff? Because I love their stuff, honestly. Let's see, where are we at? Sven is a Dota character. Okay, that's what I thought. Sven, oh, that's actually clever. The reason I thought about Sven is because he's actually a League of Legends player. I don't know if anyone's here into esports or like just, oh no, that's Sven. That's Sven. Okay, well, similar. So his nickname is Sven, Z-V-E-N, but his last name starts with an S-V-E-N, so. Jay Oversmart mod, yo, we'll give him out shortly. Listen, I've been keeping an eye out. I think, you know, Sam and Burke are both doing a really good job of modding, so we don't need any more. But hey, the channel's growing, so we'll need more. So hey, you know, keep on participating, and we'll get you there. Sarcastic says, how are your leagues doing? 2 of them I feel pretty comfortable getting into the play, or actually 3 out of the 4 I feel pretty comfortable getting into the playoffs. Last one, it's gonna take a little bit of, and I'm gonna show you guys in a little bit and get our chat's advice. But there's one I need to win this week and next week to even have a chance to get in. So I'll show you guys in a little bit. Let's see. Sven says, I actually saw someone post your name on a different live stream. Their post got deleted, but I remember what he wrote. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. That's hilarious. Mason says, Allen Robinson had 8 receptions in the 2 games with Mitch. I don't like that. Yeah, it's not great. With you know, like I was saying before, Mason, if this could be the game that he puts up a dud, right? This very well could be. The matchup is tough. Can't wait till you're at 10K, and I can say I've been here since 10K. I don't know if we'll ever hit 10K, but I definitely appreciate that. Kirby, what's good? What's good? Yeah, he's a League of Legends pro. Yep, for sure. Iris says, have you considered making ranking videos for the week? These streams get great and are great, and more videos would probably help you get into the algorithm. Yeah, so Ari, I usually do what do you call it? I usually do start and sits. I didn't do it this week because the schedule was a little messed up. But Ari, are you thinking like rankings in addition to start and sits, because we've had this conversation with chat before, and I think we decided that the starts and sits are a little bit better in addition to the streams. But yeah, let me know what you exactly mean by that. Let's see, where are we at? Sven from Frozen. Yep, there you go. Daniel says I was here before both. Exactly. What's your best team? I'll show you guys my best team in a second. Dota goes with Frozen. I used to play with pros. I was never a pro. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Roster wise, yeah. So Mason, I'll show you guys in just a second when the questions slow down. Jenny says, I'm gonna do the Macarena. That's hilarious. Random team for fun. Which 8 teams do you think will make it out of the Western Conference and NBA? Let's see. I'd probably go Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, Jazz, Mavs, Suns, and maybe let's go Pelicans. Just for fun. Just for fun. Let's see. What's everyone's home thing? Yeah, that's actually good. Do you check out any fantasy experts on YouTube? I don't, honestly. I don't that much. Someone actually asked me who my favorite fantasy expert is, but I honestly don't use their resources that much. Occasionally, I'll just like look at some rankings or some stats, but I don't really look at fantasy experts that much. Okay, so we got a Bears fan, Vikings fan. Do you know you have? I'm not there yet, Kirby. I'm only at 288 right now. It's multiple Vikings fans here. Nico, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. I have Lockett, Emmanuel Sanders, and Watkins, Boyd, and for running backs, Cook, Drake, and Edmonds. I have 2 slots for both RB and wide receiver at flex. What's the best lineup? So out of here, I'd probably go Lockett and maybe Boyd. Boyd's a risk, right? I don't like Watkins. Sanders is kind of a low ceiling kind of guy. I like Lockett and Boyd here. For running backs, I would definitely, obviously go Dalvin Cook. That's my guy, and I would go Drake. You go Drake over Edmonds, no matter like how Edmonds did the week before. Drake is the lead back there. As for flex, you probably go Sanders here. I don't think you start both Drake and Edmonds. That's a little worrisome for me. Raiders, yeah, we got some Raiders here. At least you didn't lose to the Cowboys. I'm a 12th man, hell yeah. Lean says, I should ask better before. What's everyone's team sit home? Yeah, we get it. Yeah, ranking videos on the top starts, sits. If you're watching fantasy headlines and they do the super heads, I think you can make great ranking. Okay, so that's good to know. So Ari, do they literally rank like say like top running backs like 1 through 32, like including stuff like Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook, and stuff like that? Go Hawks, Vikings, Sam Nolan for Warriors. Oh, sorry, I forgot about the Warriors. I think they're there. Sorry, I honestly completely forgot about them. I forgot. Yeah, that's my bad, Ty. I will own up to my mistake. I like the Warriors. Russell Wilson is my all-time fantasy quarterback. I like it. Y'all got lucky versus the Vikings break. Thank you for play calling. Everyone always laughs when I take him early, but always winning. There you go. There you go. Nico for sure. Welcome to the stream, dude. I can pick up Drakey's on Fate. Yeah, I think you could. It depends on who, like, if you actually need him, right? If you would you choose a taco or a quesadilla? I go tacos as well. I like tacos a little bit more. Less commitment, more variety, tacos are great. Easier to eat as well, right? Do you eat a quesadilla with hands? Do you pull the fork and knives? It's a big, who knows, right? Big point of contention. Yes, sir, they do QB top 20 or RB wide receiver top 30. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so Ari, I guess that's really interesting because when we've talked about it before, people seem to think that, showing someone like a Derrick Henry or like a Dalvin Cook in the top ranking list isn't that helpful, and people like the starts to sit better for the not so obvious ones. But that's definitely something I can definitely keep into consideration. Biggest thing for me is, my biggest disadvantage is that a lot of those really big and obviously great fantasy channels, they do this full time. I do this very much on the side because I do have a full-time job and plus some stuff. So I have a lot of ideas I like to do that unfortunately can't get executed because I just like don't have the time to do it. That's why I try to do these later night streams where, you know, sacrifice a little bit of sleep, but I'm able to answer anyone's questions, and hopefully that helps most people. But I definitely get where you're coming from. We'll see if I can get it in this season. If not, you know, you know, for next season, I'm definitely gonna plan out and try and get on a better schedule. But honestly, what I will say is like the research that I need to do, especially as like a one-man person, plus like honestly all the recording, it takes up a lot of time. Most nights when I have to do a video, it will probably take most of the time after I'm off work at 5 because I have to do my research throughout the day, catch up with like the most recent updates because information is changing that quickly, and then do recording, editing, and then publishing, you know? So it's a process. It takes a long time for sure. No one makes videos on flex positions, and there's always questions about flex. Yeah, and that's always the weird thing is like, you know, like flex is kind of just like wide receiver and running back. So I think that's the reason why people don't make flex positions, because like it's like the leftover running backs and wide receivers, right? Let's see, how much fantasy luck compared to skill? I think honestly it's like 80% luck, 80 or 70% luck. Should I stash the Bills defense for playoffs? They play Broncos and Patriots. I think you can have better stashes. Obviously great against the Broncos. I don't know if I would completely trust them against Patriots, especially since this is a divisional game. There are other defenses I think I like better, Mason. Niners, Packers #1. What? Just eat with both hands? Fair, fair. Fitzpatrick or Tannehill? I like Fitzpatrick's matchup a little bit more, Jacob here. It's 2:30 and I'm so damn hungry. Yo, go make a quesadilla or ask Burke to make you some pot stickers. Waffles or pancakes? Ooh, I'm not a big breakfast guy, honestly, Jacob. I would probably say, that's a tough one. Pancakes are easier to make. Waffles seems like they're easier as they're like an easier container to eat stuff though. Cook some eggs lean. Gyoza time, right? For Daniel or Chet, pho ramen. I like, honestly, I'm gonna go with ramen a little bit more here, dude. Do you play Call of Duty? I don't play Call of Duty, unfortunately. Not the new one, at least. Yeah, I'm a ramen guy here. Me boy about to make some broke boy ramen with a ton of different seasoning. Yo, Vagine, do it and send it to my Instagram. DM me a picture and we'll show it on chat. How's that? If you do it. Yeah, please do that, Vagine. It's 3:30 right now where I live. Yeah, it's late. Yo, some of you guys are, yeah. Trey Ray says smoking fat blunt is gonna make him hungrier for sure. I got some raws, but good enough. There you go. Jay Riot, that's why I'm hungry to begin with. That's hilarious. Yes, Daniel, you need to sacrifice your entire life so you can be successful on YouTube. It's the only move. I know, right? I know. Yeah. Oh hell yeah! I'm excited to see Vagine's Vagine's ramen here. I'm excited for that. Yeah, Daniel, do a fantasy baseball and basketball full-time YouTuber. I know, right? Oh boy, I cannot imagine. Are there like actual like fantasy baseball and basketball like YouTubers out there? Because like that's got to be a 40+ hour job, right? I mean, I feel like playing in basketball or baseball for fantasy is like literally a 40-hour job. Sneaky waiver wire pickups, Raphael. Yeah, let's refer to my old video, guys. So let's see. Let's look at my list. And this is, I guess, a good time for some self-promotion, right? So let's see. Also, boys, like, I mean, it would just take a quick minute. I'm very proud of anything. Even if my content sucks, I still think that this is, you know, I like this thumbnail here. If people get the reference for this. I'm a big fan for this thumbnail, so I hope people appreciated my hard work here. Move that over. But if we're looking at sneaky waiver, also, yo, chapters, we got chapters this year or this week. But for sneaky pickups, I like, let's see. Benny, I think, is sneaky. Samaje is a good stash. Yo, we did say Adrian Peterson this week and he went off, right? As for wide receivers, Dez could be very, very sneaky. I don't like their passing game, but he did actually really well last week. I think he led the Ravens in receptions and yards. So he could be good. Kiki Kuchi could be okay, actually. Yeah. And when you say sneaky, I don't know if you mean like play this week or just a stash, but those are kind of my guys. This is not much available. It's a 14-man league, and people have 2 defenses. I have Miami right now, but forgot the playoff schedule. They have another good matchup next week after. I think Miami's okay. Mason, see if the Browns are available. I kind of like. I kind of like the Browns. I got my mom a precinct for Christmas. What is that exactly? Anyone having late night snacks, just send it to his IG. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Anyone having late night snacks, send it on IG, and we'll rate it. Brick says, only food available I'd eat this late is maybe ice cream, Haagen-Dazs, or ooh, what flavor Haagen-Dazs, Latai? Thumbnails are goated. I appreciate that, man. Thumbnails actually take a long time. It takes a long time. Respect to the Friday reference, can't tell, but was that Debo Samuel you put in the... No, it was what's his face? Joe Burrow getting cracked, honestly. So here, I'll show it again. It's let's see. So that's, you know, on the left obviously we got our two boys from Friday, and then it's the one on the right is just Joe Burrow getting just like murdered from last week. So I thought it was kind of relevant, right? Anyone from Vegas here? I thought we had a few Vegas guys here, actually. We've already decorated my Christmas house. Oh, for sure. Yo, Jacob, yo, guys, anything like that, please send it over. You know, it might not be fantasy related, but like I'm with how hard this community is, I'm sure people would love to see it. So please, guys, send anything you guys want to send over. Christmas decorations, ramen, melted Haagen-Dazs, whatever you want. All right, thank you. I really appreciate it. Raphael, best defense for playoffs. I will be putting out a video, I hope, by Monday or Tuesday for playoffs. I'm doing my last minute, like, sort of consolidation of what I like. So I'll get that to you soon, Raphael. Kirby, what happened? Why'd you get banned from Fortnite? Mason's Browns roster only available are Broncos, Bengals, Panthers, Cowboys, Vikings, Jets, Jags. Ooh, okay. You know, we can maybe look at Patriots. I mean, Dolphins D is not bad at all, right? Jacob says Dolphin D and Rams D are pretty good for the playoffs. Yeah, so I don't mind. Let's see, Miami Dolphins schedule. Let's see. So I mean, honestly, they have a decent defense. Right? They play Bengals. The Chiefs are gonna be tough. They might be able to do well against Patriots, Raiders, and Bills. I mean, it's a little tough, but Patriots and Raiders, they could be okay matchups. Ari says favorite food when you're watching football. Honestly, probably just something easy, right? You know, I don't do it all the time, but Super Bowl Sunday is definitely, you know, your normal Super Bowl party food. I love just a bunch of like stuff that's like not too fancy, super tasty, easy to eat, and you can just, you know, I love me some wings. Recovery says, well, okay, welcome back to the stream, dude. Recovery says, would you start Fitzpatrick or Taysom Hill? I like Taysom a little bit more. Fitzpatrick obviously has a really good matchup, right? But Taysom Hill has that upside as a runner. Mr. Sarcastic says Rams have a great week 15. Ari says Fitz. I mean, Fitz is a great, like I said, great matchup. He is, right? Yo, Kirby, go make some food. What do you have available, Kirby? Get him, Law. What's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. Help, Melvin Gordon or Fournette? You go Melvin Gordon here, dude. Fournette is just too unpredictable with when he's actually going to be used. You know, he either has a really good game or he doesn't play at all. So to be safe, get him. I definitely would go Melvin Gordon here. Berg says chips, jerky, wings, and a bunch of soda. Love it, love it, love it. Iris says, is the Jets defense really good? I cannot trust them because of how bad, especially with their offenses. Ty says, I usually go strawberry, rum, raisin, or caramel cone for Haagen. Nice. I haven't had rum raisin. Does it just taste like raisin? Jacob thinks Fournette. Okay. Kirby, yo, go get some chicken wings, dude. I think Dan's cat is better rest of the season than Jets Valley. Jets, right? Yo, my cat is pretty agile. He's pretty quick on his feet, so I will say that. That killed me. Luke is in the house. What's up? Yo, get him. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. What's it? So the AO count should be at least 9, right? Can someone chat verify that we have 9 AOs in the chat? Because Luke, we are keeping track. Don't you worry. We're very much keeping track. So close to 300. I know, 12 more, man. We'll see if we can get it. But hey, whether or not we get it, we still have a good group of guys in here tonight, and we're just chilling. So that's more than I asked for. We've already gotten like 2 subs tonight, so I'm more than happy about that, honestly. But yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close, boys. We're getting close. Luke has been consistent with his increase in AO. Oh yeah, for sure. He is required to add 1 O every time, or else he gets just like permaban, pretty much. You know? No, all kidding aside, yeah, Luke has been very, very consistent, so we appreciate that. For sure, for sure. Your house looks great. Thank you, Kirby. I appreciate that, man. It's an apartment. The AO had 9 O's. Perfect. That's great. Listen, that's all we needed, right? That's good. I like it. All right, here, let me, let's see what I'm trying to do. We'll pull up IG on the side in case people do send pictures. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, we got leans. All right, boys, we're getting some food pictures. All right, let's see. What are we saying? Dios, yep, I have my fingers on that perm band. If he ever slips us out of here, don't worry, Brick. I got you at 10. Let's go. Tomorrow we hit 300. I hope so, right? Shays, oh yeah, Brick, please send your drink. Do it. Do it, my friend. Yeah, guys, sorry. Like Instagram, the reason I don't get it a lot is, well, number 1, because it's not my main account, but also number 2, like a lot of stuff just honestly doesn't get sent through. So like I don't see it, honestly. I know Daniel was saying he sent me a message, but I hadn't seen it just yet. Let's see, what is he saying? Do you like camping or hunting? I've never hunted before, Kirby, but I'm starting to like camping a little bit. Ricardo, what's up, dude? Murray, Galladay for Rogers and Chubb. Oh, 100%. Oh wait, Kyler Murray. I would do that. I would do that. Jacob, I gotta go but now. So peace, Jacob. Thanks for coming by. Good luck tomorrow with your matchup, my friend. Yeah, Ricardo. So I like it because I think, you know, Rodgers is in a very similar tier with Murray. You know, Murray might have a slightly higher upside, but you're getting Chubb over Galladay. I think that's huge there. So the value there makes me want to take Rodgers and Chubb. Iris says huge apartment. Yeah, it's not bad. It's only a 1 bedroom though. Luke says Pittman, Hill, or Gio. Julio's expected to miss. I'd go probably Pittman or Hill here, honestly. I just picked Pittman, and I wonder if that changed anything. I was gonna go Hill, but I need upside. If you need upside, I kind of like Pittman here. I'm predicting 100 yards on a TD. Hill is probably a little bit safer. I would go with one of those 2, I think. Let's see. Oh, Ricardo, you're getting Murray. I kind of like the Aaron Rodgers and Chubb side because I'm a big fan of Chubb, honestly. Kirby says I have to go to the store tomorrow morning for a tree. Oh, look, I like it. Go get yourself a nice tree and decorate that bad boy, you know? It's Christmas season. Ty says respect on Camby. If it wasn't for Cal Fires this season, I would have loved to go up to Tahoe, Sacramento for Camby. Maybe Joshua Tree, right? I was actually, yeah, Ty, I was actually supposed to go to Joshua Tree this upcoming weekend, but we had some friends that were coming from out of state, and with the whole new stay-at-home orders and just like travel restrictions, especially going to LAX, we unfortunately had to cancel. But I do really want to make it out to it. I think we changed our trip to like later into winter or like spring, so that was a little unfortunate. But I was definitely really looking forward to going to Joshua Tree this week. Iris says, who has a better game, AJ Brown or Pittman? I like Pittman. AJ Brown has been he's had butterfingers recently, and he's a little bit riskier, to be honest, than Pittman. And you know, it's the Titans defense versus the Colts defense. I go Colts defense any day here. So Ricardo says, but my RBs are Cook, Jones, and Harry. Yeah, okay, so I mean, I get that, right? So Ricardo, I guess here's the question: do you really feel like you're getting much more from Murray than Rodgers rest of the season? That's my big question to you. Because to me, yes, like I said, Murray is probably going to be slightly better, maybe. But Aaron Rodgers, I think, can match him, you know, game for game when they have their booms. And to me, I just feel like you're giving up a lot of value for just Murray, essentially, right? Sam, thanks for coming through, dude. Good luck tomorrow. Have a good night. Nico says, just curious about what do you do for a living? You don't have to answer if you don't want. I'm in consulting for healthcare, Nico. Consulting. Kirby says, I'm gonna go get some chicken wings. I'll be back on stream. So yeah, for sure, man. And yo, feel free to send us your wings. Ricardo says, Josh Allen or Rodgers. If you're talking about just for this week, right? Or are you talking about the rest of the season? I'm assuming you're talking this week. If you're talking this week, I think let me look at these matchups. So Bills play the Chargers, and Green Bay. Green Bay plays the Bears. They both should be solid for you this week, but I like Josh Allen a little bit more because of the matchup and because of the fact that you know, he gets those rushing TDs. So I like Josh Allen a little bit more here. Yes, Sam. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Hopefully they're good takes for you guys. Luke says Allen, perfect. Ty says, damn, shame you couldn't go to Joshua Tree. Friends have tried convincing you to go to in the past, but never really footed of the camping in the desert. And I think it's just like really cool. Like, so what I did was I did actually go camping, like not really desert, but like very like secluded area this summer. It's cool because when you're out there, you know, just being like in like actual completely like nature away from the city, it's never one a really cool feeling, right? You get to just hang out with your friends, especially if the weather's nice. You kind of just chill, hang out, and the you know, it's what's really cool. I will say is like the sky is super clear, right? What do you think you can see with stars right now? We're still very polluted, being next to major cities. So when you're out there, it's literally just like pitch dark, and you can see some like crazy stuff in the sky. So I think honestly it's just like a really cool experience, really like chill experience, just to be able to get out there. You know, I think, you know, this year was probably my first or second time ever camping, and I wasn't really about it. And even when we were going to the camping ground, I was like, yo, maybe I kind of want to just turn back and like go hang out in our nice air-conditioned Airbnb. But it's a very cool experience just to be like out there in the nature and like, you know, really experience nature very much like uninterrupted. It's cool. And like Joshua Tree is just like, I think it's known for its landscape, right? Obviously all the Joshua trees, but I think it's just a very like different vibe being like out there and one with nature, if that makes sense. Alex says, should I drop T. Higgins for Pittman? I think we want to, you know, to me, I think we actually want to hold Higgins a little bit just to see how he does with the new guy. T. Higgins is a great guy, but I do want you to get Pittman. Alex, do you have anyone else that you can drop? And if you want to, feel free to just type out your team and we'll look at it. Alright, the Seattle defense can stop Wentz. I think so. I think they do well. Wentz is very turnover prone. He leads the league in I think both interceptions and fumbles and a lot of sacks. So yeah. Luke says Landry, Bell, Akers, or Marvin Jones off waivers. Ooh. I don't love any of those guys. I'd probably go Jones here. I guess, Luke, do you need to pick up one of those guys? Because I don't really love any of those guys for you to start anytime soon. Guys, does it make sense? It's pretty odd. It's probably to see stars without any light pollution. I haven't tried backpacking yet. I've been doing more hiking this year. And guys, if you haven't done it before, I did this trail. I think I mentioned before. It's called Angel's Landing. Go Google it. It's pretty sketchy. Like, it's a very, very cool experience, but it's just like very, very scary. Especially if you're afraid of heights, because you're climbing like over, I think, 1,000 feet elevation to get to the point, and then you have this like half-mile trail that's like the Angel's Landing, but it takes like 3 hours to do, because you're literally like going up this huge cliff, but the steps are like literally this wide, so it's sketchy, and the only thing that you have to hold on to are chains. So check out Angel's Landing. It's pretty sketchy. Luke says, I'm holding Higgins. I'll actually show you guys on Chrome in a second. I'm holding Higgins to see how he does exactly. Kirby, I'm back from getting my chicken. Yo, how is it? What kind of wings are you having, dude? Jamie, yo, we are going. Yeah, it's lit, right? This is a great little community. We go strong, and Saturday nights are always fun. I was a fantasy relevant question. Fitzpatrick have any value beyond this week? We'll see what they do, right? Tua's obviously going to be an obstacle for him fantasy wise moving forward. But hey, if Fitz really does well this week and they're still in playoff contention, maybe the Miami rides with him, right? So he could be a good stash. If Austin Eckler plays, I can drop Brian Hill for Pittman. I like that. I like that. Well, here's what I'll say, actually, Alex. I don't know if I would drop Brian Hill yet, because if Gurley is actually out for the rest of the season, like the rumor says, he's going to have a lot of value. So, Alex, I would maybe try and drop someone else, because I kind of like Brian as a stash right now. Higgins won't do much without Burrow. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We don't know yet. Luke says, I have an open bench spot. I'm looking for a guy that can break out, so maybe Akers or Bell in case there's injury in the backfield. I would probably go... I like Bell a little bit more, but Akers has been getting some goal line looks, so... I would flip a coin and go from there. Bell's not bad, I will say. He's in less of a committee. Do you think Fitz over Danny Dimes and Tanny this week? I like Fitz a little bit more based off a matchup. Based off a matchup alone. But yeah, guys, let me show you Angel's Landing. John Ricky, say, what's up, man? Gus Edwards or Hill? I like Hill here. Mr. Sarcastic says, do I drop Galladay for Brian Hill? I like Brian Hill if you could pick him up. Sarcastic, post the rest of your team again. I kind of want to see if there's anyone else that we can drop here. Kirby says, I have a football game tomorrow morning at 2:30. Oh, and wings are good. That's good. What position do you play, my friend? That's awesome that you play. So, guys, John Ricky Saint says AB or Tyler Boyd. AB for sure, because he has a really solid floor. I think he's due for a touchdown soon, and I don't like I don't think we should risk anyone on the Bengals unless we need to right now. Ty says, I'm curious about Angel's Landing. Hopefully I get the chance to go next year when things are yeah. I mean, you can even go now, but here, let me show you. So Angel's Landing, it's sketchy. So this is sort of oh geez, here, let me see if I get, like, hold on a second. I'm gonna switch monitors here so it looks a little bit better. Give me a second. Here we go. All right, so this is sort of what here, I'm gonna just cover my face for a second. This is kind of what it looks like. These are like this is what I was talking about with what I meant. Oh geez, that's so small. Like, it's very narrow, right? And you have these chains that go up, and you have to walk up first of all, like a very, very high elevation thing. So that's a hike. But like, you see how this is here? Like, it's very much like chains. Let me see if I can open in a new tab. God, these are so small. That's super bad quality, sorry. But you're kind of like just walking in. Let's go full screen here, and let's zoom in a little bit. You see this? Like, you're literally walking in chains, and that's your entire ride up, right? Like that. And this is like the beginning part. Super cool view once you get up, but like, yeah, this is all it is, like going up and going down. And the thing is, it's literally just like one way up, one way down. So like, you also have to like kind of get out of people's ways depending on who's going up and down. But yeah, I mean, like, look at this, right? It's very much high elevation, very steep. That's like your view. So yep, that is it. Yeah. It was very rewarding. I thought about giving up earlier, but I was like, I gotta do this because I'm gonna like, you know, be very mad at myself if I don't do it. So had to do it. Let's see where we're at. How's Corona where you're at? It's bad. It's bad. We're going to another stay-at-home order, so that means like we literally need to be staying at home unless we need to go out for something, either exercising or like I don't know, something random, but like it's very much stay at home. Berg says, yo, you guys are real content. I'm here for is to tutorial how to change your Instagram logo for you. Listen, man, we all start somewhere, Berg, right? We all start somewhere, but hey, maybe you'll find it helpful as well, right? Ty says, oh, if that's One Arrow climb, reminds me of Yosemite's El Capitan or Hawaii's trails that's been forbidden to. Interesting. What's the one in Hawaii called, Ty? I kind of want to look it up. Sarcastic says, Herbert, Eckler, Sanders, Fournette, Montgomery, CMC, D-Hop, Adams, MT, AJ Brown, Aguilar, Galladay, Waller, Carlson, Brown C. Okay. So, Sarcastic, if you're trying to pick up Brian Hill, I would probably drop... Yeah, honestly, Galladay's fine because you've got some... You're probably not going to start Galladay over D-Hop, Adams, or MT, or AJ Brown, so Galladay's fine because Sarcastic. Fried, what's up? Welcome to the chat. I like Reed a little bit better here because Mullen really seems to like to target him, so Fried, I would go Reed slightly more than Tonian. Kirby says, yo, don't worry about it. Yo, thank you for coming by, Kirby Star. You know, good luck with your football game and let us know how it goes, my friend. Let's see. The beat is dope that you're playing in the background. Who is the artist? Let me see who this artist is actually. Okay, so yeah, this is all by someone named Harris Heller. If you guys are on Spotify, just look up Stream Beats. These are copyright free music. That's why I play it, because I won't get, you know, any sort of warning letters from YouTube's lawyers, right? But yeah, this is all copyright free music. Stream Beats it is, and the guy is Harris Heller. Fried, thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate it. We're currently at let's see, 289. I'm assuming 289, boys. We'll see if we can get a little bit more soon, but if not, we still have tomorrow. Let's see, where is it? Jamie says, I love this content, man. I'm rooting for you. Thank you, man. And hey, it's not just me, it's this community that makes it. I'm gonna keep on saying, you guys, and I know it sounds cheesy, but it's this community. You guys are awesome. You guys, anyone who's new here, you guys notice that like it's not just me answering questions. People here will talk things out, and that's what it is, right? That's what we need. Alex says, what are we at? So we got Brady, Kamara, Eckler, Connor, Swift, Latavius Murray, Ridley, Jefferson, A-Rob, Deontay Johnson, T. Higgins, Blankenship. Who do you drop for Pittman? Out of here, dude, I would actually probably drop, if you wanted to pick up Pittman, here, I mean, I get what you mean when you say you want to drop Higgins, right? You have a lot of wide receivers, so you're not going to need it. So I would say probably Latavius Murray or Higgins here. I lean Latavius Murray here, but I don't even know if you can pick up Pittman because your league might have a wide receiver limit here. Luke says Reed, Burton, Tanyan. Ooh, that's a good one. Let me just look at these matchups really quickly. That's a really good one here. I probably lean, I mean, I think I have to go Tanyan and Reed a little bit higher than Trey Burton just because they've been getting more looks. I still like Burton Reed slightly more, I believe. Kirby, take it easy, my friend. Ty says Stairway to Heaven. Oh, I heard about that. Okay, I'll have to check that out. So what is it? I'm gonna book, let's see, what is it? It's Yosemite's El Capitan, and then Hawaii Stairway to Heaven. I'll have to check it out later. That's cool though. That's the one drive in Hawaii that I forgot the name, where it's the very edge of a mountain for a long time, super intense. But no, that's awesome. Yep. This is like a Studio Ghibli beat. Okay, I'm not familiar with it, but yeah. Brian says, "Are you eligible for Super Chat?" I don't know that I am. Let me look up to see what the requirements are. YouTube Super Chat requirements. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I have to be monetized, Fried. So that's gonna. We're still getting there, right? We're not at monetization just yet, but that's why we're grinding. That's why we're trying to get there. We'll get there eventually. Ty says, I think we're talking about the same. We sadly couldn't make it when I was in a couple years ago, but I heard one neighbors nearby calling the cops on hikers. Interesting. Interesting. See ya, Garby. Thanks for coming by. Damn, Mr. Sarcastic was planning to pick up Brian. Oh, sorry, pick up Brian Hill. No, okay, sorry about that. Let me look at that again. So Mr. Sarcastic wants to pick up Brian Hill. Sorry, yeah, I still think out of that, I would say probably I would go Galladay or I don't want to tell you to drop CMC, but maybe maybe Fournette or Montgomery there, Mr. Sarcastic. Meet, what's up, dude? Rice, Freeman, or Patrick Mahomes? What's up, man? How you doing? You know, as much as I would like to say Freeman for the memes, we gotta go Mahomes here. Should I start Hinton and Flex? I like Hinton a lot, depending on who else you have there, but I think he's probably good for 10 to 15. I just need help. Who's the best tight end to stream week 13? Remind me who you have right now again. I think at this point you kind of just pick a tight end and go with it. It's less about matchups, more about like who actually has the volume. Break says, I think you go Freeman, can't play Mahomes after Thanksgiving, probably ate too much, and that's very true, right? Nico, mine was good, man. How was your Thanksgiving? It was very, it was a, you know, a lot of food, very warm. I got to hit the pool and hot tub a little bit, so it was great for me, man. But how was yours? Break says Pat Mahomes over Fat Mahomes. True, true. Meat says Rudolph could be sneakily, sneaky with our Irv Smith doubtful. No, I agree. I agree, especially with Thielen out too. Brooke says I dropped Monty. Yeah, and the thing is, I hate to tell people to drop starting running backs. That's why I'm hesitant a little bit. Richard, Brady or Taysom Hill? Let me just look at the matchups again. I like Brady slightly better, but I wouldn't mind it if you started Taysom Hill. Brady is a little bit more proven, right? So I think I like Brady just a little bit more. Luke says, do I start Reed or Andrews and hope the game happens? I like Reed a little bit more here, man. I like Reed a little bit more. Fred said my options are Hinton, Evans, Judy, Pittman, Shepard, or Rojo. I'd probably go Hinton or Evans here, honestly. Evans has been looking good. If you really want to go for someone that has, like, you know, a very high upside because he's playing quarterback, I would go Hinton. But also, obviously, Hinton is like the most unknown. We don't really know what's going to happen. I do think he's going to be used in different ways as well, because he's very athletic. He's technically a wide receiver who's just someone who can throw, right? So if you really want to go kind of big and try and go for 20 plus points, I think Hinton is your best bet. Ryan Fitzmagic for the dude is smart, right? Maybe he will go. Maybe he will become president. Brick says Reed if healthy for sure. Luke says Rieger, Slayton, or Melvin Gordon. I like Melvin Gordon a little bit more out of those guys, man. Nico says it was good, lots of food, but stressful because of college apps. Nico, what's it looking like? So I'm assuming you're a senior, right? What colleges are you applying to? Burke has the same question. We talk about that kind of stuff as well, right? Luke, Hinton or Brian Hill, are you trying to go for like conservative or big? Because Brian Hill, if you want to be conservative, Hinton for the bigger points, in my opinion. Yep. But yeah, Nico, I'll be very curious to see like what you're interested in, like Burke said, and what kind of colleges, and maybe we can try and offer you some, you know, whatever advice we can give you. Ty, do you mind if you rate my team? Let's see, 12 team. I have Josh Allen, Miles Sanders, Kamara, Gibson, A-Rob, Woods, A.B. Higgins, Goddard, Fred, Chark, Hill, your D Giants, legendary NDD. So love your defense, I really like your quarterback as well. Your running backs are pretty solid right now, I will say. The only thing is, you know, Sanders should be fine, but we'll see if he loses volume at all. But I do like it. I like your wide receivers. I think they're a little bit weaker than your running backs, just because A-Rob plays for a trash team, but he gets a lot of targets, right? So does Woods as well. Neither one of them stand out as like superstars, but they're decent fantasy players. You have AB in there, so there's a chance he blows up. And I like Goddard as tight end, so I like the team. You know, there's not like a lot of superstars besides Kamara, but I like it. I think it's a very solid team. If I had to guess, you're above 500 there. Break says you gotta look up Studio Ghibli Iconic, my neighbor. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna copy and paste those and keep those. I'll put that in Google. Let's see, I'll actually put it in a little notepad so I can yeah, okay, I'll look that up. Are those all what are those, Burke? Are those all like copyright free music or what? Richard, Hines or Gus Edwards? I like Hines a little bit more. I think he's going to be primarily featured tomorrow against a pretty weak Titans defense, and I'm a little bit worried about the Tuesday games. Meat says, my Thanksgiving went well. Have Will Fuller, Gibson, Alma, Alex currently. Jesus, that's crazy, Meat. That's good for you, dude. Hines for sure. Irene says, hit that like. Love it. Speak this chat for those that need fancy help. Get out of here, right? Luke says, I traded Evans and Gibson, Edelman for Julio early on. It sounded like, yeah, that's a little bit rough, but hey, we'll see what happens, right? We'll see if Julio can turn it up. Sarcastic says, all right, I'm gonna hop off now. Good luck on your matchups today, everyone. Yo, thank you, Sarcastic, so much for coming by. Have a good night, and we'll see you soon. Kirby, you just arrived at your football game. Why do you have a football game this early? Oh, gotcha. They're anime movies. Gotcha. I'm not huge into anime, but I do want to get into it. But Brick, I'll check those out for sure. Guys, just appreciate the input. Yeah, I'm 7-4, third place. That's right. Trade down place, but hoping to strengthen my lineup in playoff. Yeah, we'll see. I think at this point we just gotta kind of like, we kind of gotta just like look for stashes, right? Those potential breakout players. Ghibli, got it. Okay, Ghibli. Nico, I'm flying to all CSU Redlands, St. Mary's, Cal Lutheran, University of Laverne, San Diego University, Fresno Pacific, Whittier, University of Concordia, Irvine. Nice. Nico, what's your top choice here? That's a great list of schools. It looks like you're staying on the West Coast, huh? Julio, second best receiver on this team. Triggered. Bride says, let's rate your team. 12-man league. Herbert, Fuller, DJ Moore, Evans, Shepard, Pittman, Judy, Hinton, Mostert, Drake, Roger, Mixon, Reed, Evans, Ravens defense. So love your quarterback. I think you have decent wide receivers, especially with a lot of these guys sort of up and coming. So I think you're probably set, especially since you have so many people here. Little bit concerned about your running backs, especially with like Rojo, Drake, and Mixon. Mostert should be back soon. Ravens defense is good. Fried, I don't know. If I had to guess, you're probably like, I don't know, I'm assuming you're probably like 5-5, 6-4, is that right? Greg, what's up, man? Welcome back. Played against Will Fuller this week, so I kind of need a boom guy. Do I roll with Taysom against the Broncos, or, ooh, if you need a boom, I kind of like Taysom a little bit more because he has the opportunities for rushing TDs, Greg. Breck says, Nico, I'm assuming you're from Cali. Nico's hopefully getting to University of Redlands because I'll probably be doing track. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Nico, what's your Cali boy? Okay, that's cool. What's your event, Nico? Kirby says I usually go in at 2:30, but Mom told me I have to go in early. Kirby, what kind of stuff are you doing that you have to go in that early for football? Fried been struggling all season with RB injuries. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Yep. Best of luck. I just started my sophomore year at U of Washington. There you go. When has Hillary been healthy? 2016, yeah. Fried says 6'5". Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Hey, if they come back soon, you have a decent team, right? But it's the injury bug. I was gonna say I'm concerned about the running backs because of the injury bug. Greg, thanks for the input for sure, man. You know, Fitz has a really good matchup, but Taysom also does too, especially with how the Broncos look. And I just like him. I think he has a higher chance of booming because of you know, the running ability. I do long and triple jump on my main event is long jump. That's awesome, dude. That's really cool. I don't know too much about it, but if you have any stats, feel free to post it, dude. That's awesome. Last year, Kirby, what position do you play? I'm kind of curious. Also, guys, be right back. I'm gonna get some water and some goldfish. You guys got me kind of hungry with all these like midnight snacks you guys are doing. Greg says, yeah, I think he's going to be on the field a lot with the Broncos career. Yeah, exactly. Last I heard it was Y2K when Julio was healthy. Finally get some advice from Mr. Chair. I've been waiting for him. Yeah, right? Meat says, I love Julio, Luke. It's just Calvin's also evolving. He's a top 3 running in the league also. Yep. Chair, Marlon Record Camara this week. What do you think, Chair? What do you think? Search up Iconic. He's cool. Let's see. Who is Iconic? Might have to be a little bit more specific because Iconic looks like it's a pretty commonly used term. Oh, you're talking about Fortnite, huh? You're talking about the skin, huh? Yeah, I like that style. Very looks good. Nice, nice. So you can't play it right anymore, or are you just playing a different account now, Kirby? Because you said you got banned. Kyle Pitts, maybe, yeah. I think he stays. I hope he stays, Ty. Mainly because I think it would look good for him on his legacy. Also because it's good for small market teams, right? People are not going to want to go to Milwaukee. Same like Cleveland. People don't want to go to Cleveland unless you have a superstar there, right? So I think it's better for the small market teams. Jamie thinks LA bound, and maybe, right? Weren't there some rumors about like, what was it? I read something, I didn't look into it, but it was like Anthony Davis waiting to sign his contract to try and get. So, okay. Let's read this. So Anthony Davis waiting to resign with Lakers to create an opening for Giannis, right? So how does that work? So he's trying to make the Lakers flexible enough so Giannis would join them. Let me see if I can read this and do a quick TLDR. If Giannis doesn't sign with the Bucks before December 21st, Davis could then opt in to sign a 1+1 deal, which is to say a 2-year deal with the second year being a player option. Davis can then opt out of that deal next summer, just when happens when LeBron James is also eligible to opt out of his contract, creating enough salary space for Giannis to slide in before the Lakers re-sign Davis and James as an over-the-cap team using their bird rights. That's interesting. Geez. Giannis, AD, and LeBron, like, oh my god. Oh my god. Brian said, if Mostert doesn't play, should I pick up Moss? Do you have anyone else? Oh, best option? I guess you could, right? I think Mostert plays, though. Keep an eye out. Moss is an okay. I like him. I think he's trending upwards, but he is definitely TD dependent. Ty says I'd give it a shot for sure. Did anyone see the... Yeah, someone was talking about the Buffalo guy, right? Scored 8 TDs? That's crazy. Ran for over 302 games. That's crazy, yeah. I got banned, but when I get home for football, I'm going to make a new account. There you go. Okay. Well, good luck with that, man. Hopefully you don't get banned again. Break says Moss is worth the pickup. Yep. All right, Joe says I'm talking Ghibli from here on out. Nico, thank you for stopping by. Yo, good luck with the college stuff. If there's anything, you know, me or the chat can help you in the future with that, let us know. But good luck with it, and let us know how your team does tomorrow. Man, I'm probably not very qualified to be giving people advice for college apps, though. I guess my only qualification is I did go to college, so I'm sure college has changed a lot now. It's crazy because I feel like I see a lot of like YouTube videos of like people being able to see the decisions online, which wasn't a thing when I was applying to college. You just got it in the mail and you knew you got in or not based on how thick the mail was, so wasn't very hidden. Giannis will never go to Lakers. He doesn't really hang with LeBron or any of his clique in offseason. Yeah. I would like him if he stayed in Milwaukee. Burks is back in my day. All right, Kirby, take it easy, man. Have fun at football. Jai says, that sounds like Lakers fan being delusional, dreaming of everyone. Yeah, we'll see. This is on CBS. I mean, it makes sense, right? That's how they do it. So we'll see 21 days from now if Giannis signs or not. It'll be really interesting. But like I said, I do hope Giannis stays in Milwaukee. But yeah, I do agree with it. It's possible, right? But it's also probably people trying to, like, you know, get those clicks, get the clicks off season, you know? What else is there right now in the NBA? But I'm excited for the Suns next season. I think the Suns are, you know, they could be a surprise team out of the West. They look good in the bubble. They look really good in the bubble. All right, let's see if we have any food picks. The Bogdan fiasco pissed yet? Oh, for sure. That was bad. That's just like, I feel like, how do you have that happen, right? That's horrible. Also, guys, to show you guys, the Jeans, Ramen, it says we haven't heard from him. Hopefully he's still alive. Maybe he had a ramen accident, but guys, let's rate it. This is the Jeans, pre-ramen. Let's rate it 1 to 10. What do you guys think? A little sriracha on top. Yeah, I don't know how they screwed up the Bakken deal, but GG Bucks, yep. Some reporter leaked it. The reporters really messed it up. The Suns are going to be elite with their new quarterback, Chris Paul. Yeah, I know. I like the Suns a lot next year. Finally, they, you know, after how many like top like #1 picks, they finally figured it out. They have no future draft. Otherwise, you know, all or nothing. 100%. That's what we're seeing a lot of teams do, right? It's just go all or nothing right now. Pre 6'10" looks good with the sauce, but wouldn't eat it raw. Like, oh no, I would not eat it raw like that either. Suns look playoff bound for sure. Will not be surprised to see them make a 6 or 7 seed even. Yep, I agree with that. I think it's very, very possible. I hope so. You know, I do want to see some new teams. I guess I don't really know how I feel about all these like super teams and whatnot. Not great, but you know, we'll see what happens. But guys, okay, so you know what, we'll keep the stream on for a little bit more to see if people have any more questions, but I say, you know, we'll probably end it in like the next like 10 or 15 minutes or so, just so everyone can get some sleep and whatnot. But yeah, keep those questions coming. Otherwise, you know, we can still chill. Let me respond. Yeah, so all these like hidden messages I didn't see. And guys, if you ever want to reach out to me, I will say it is a lot easier to do it on YouTube because I get notifications. Greg says, report just came out, Eckler is playing tomorrow, but he won't be the bell cow back. Do you think he's worth playing, or should I be in place of Montgomery? That's the thing. He's never going to be the bell cow back, Greg. He's not that kind of runner. He's probably good for like 10 to like 14 touches, 10 to 15 touches max. But he's, you know, he's good in the passing field, right? He's a good pass catching back, and that's where he's really valuable. So I think I still go Eckler because I'm not a huge fan of David Montgomery, honestly. So that's why I like Eckler a little bit more. Is that ketchup mixed in with the sriracha too? Oh God, 410. Are you starting hinting at any of your fantasy football teams? I am not. I need to show you guys my team, right? I need to show you guys my dilemma and see what you guys think. Berg says, out of AJ Brown, Higgins, Jefferson, Julio, I'm leaning JJ and Brown for my wide receiver. See if it's best, even though very, yeah, I mean, out of those guys, you probably have to go Jefferson and AJ Brown. Higgins is more risky, and Julio, like we said, we don't know if he's 100%. If reports come out tomorrow that says Julio's 100%, go Jefferson and Julio. Otherwise, I agree with you, Berg. I think you need to go AJ and Jefferson and kind of risk AJ there. All right, guys, let me show you my team that I have a dilemma on right now, okay? So, here's the thing. So this is a league that I need to absolutely win this week and next week for even a chance to get in. Burke says, I have Gibson and my flex and Kamara Jacobs, so I don't need it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I like that then, Burke. I 100% agree with that. So my question is, ideally, I would really like to play Josh Allen, right? Because I think he's going to have a big game. But I have Tannehill right now because I can't really move my guys. So I could keep this lineup right now. And I think it's fine. But someone else I'd like to put in is probably Antonio Brown for Jakobi Meyers and Nyheim Hines for maybe Clyde, honestly. right? So Nyheim Hines is like kind of moot, but I would like to get Antonio Brown in. Burke, this is purely because if I want to move anything right now, I have to move Taysom Hill, right? So my big thing is, okay, if I have Taysom Hill here, let's say we get 20 points for him, right? Or let's say 15 points. That's going to be more than any tight end on the field. So, you know, where I gain maybe 10 to 15 points, I lose maybe 10 points between Tannehill and Josh Allen. Are they giving Hill 0 or no? I don't think so, right? Hill is still going to play. So if you keep him in there, you can keep him in there, assuming you don't change anything else. Oh no, so if you move your QBs, you have to move 100%. If I move anything, that's the thing. It's not just QBs. If I change anybody, if I want to change anything here, I have to move Hill. Otherwise, I have to keep with my lineup from last week. So most of it looks good, right? And I don't think, you know, Nyheim Hines is a great game, but I don't think he's necessarily going to do a lot better than Clyde James or Mike Davis. So I'm fine there, but it's mainly like, do I want Josh Allen for like a potential, I don't know, like 40-point game? I guess his highest he scored is 31, right? So, and Tannehill could do okay because he's going to get less pressure since both our starting DTs are out. So, and Greg, this is a must-win game. Oh, for sure, Greg. That's exactly how I would do it, right? I want Josh Allen and I want Antonio Brown in. So then the other thing is I need to pick up a tight end here. There's not a lot of tight ends left. So with tight ends, I'd probably go. I'd probably go Jordan Reed or Jimmy Graham here, which again is a toss-up, right? So that's a big thing. I'm literally like losing potentially like up to 20 points or more at that position. If there's anyone that could get 10, maybe I do it. Yeah, like Jimmy Graham could, right? Jimmy Graham could, Tanyan could, or like, you know, Trey Bunyan could. But it is a must win. I will say right now, if we look at my matchup, I think it actually looks okay. Sorry for my opponent's name here, right? But like, it doesn't actually look that bad. I think I'm projected to, where is it? How can I look at the, if you look at the matchups, I'm thinking I'm projected to win by like 10 points right now. 105 to, 96. So it's actually kind of close. We could get it, right? But Taysom has a really good matchup. Just guessing who gets the TD. Exactly. I feel like Jimmy Graham has been pretty consistent target-wise. So the Bears are the good choice for Reed out. Yeah. If you drop 10 from Hill, plus 5 for AB, plus 8 for Allen, you'd be around the same, maybe a little bit. And that's the thing, right? That's exactly. I'm thinking it's gonna be pretty close otherwise because I'm losing a lot here. But again, Greg, exactly like you said, if Taysom Hill could he got us what 24 last week. There's a very good chance he could repeat. You know, obviously he's playing a tougher defense, but like. This guy rushes, right? He had 10 carries for 49 yards and 2 TDs. So I wonder if this is a must win for us. I wonder if I'm slightly considering, because here's the thing, right? Yes, Josh Allen will be better than Ryan Tannehill, and Antonio Brown should be better than Jacoby, but there's always a chance that these aren't set in stone. My thought is Josh Allen could have maybe just a 20-point game, and maybe Ryan Tannehill does well because both our TDs are out. He doesn't have the pressure. He gets 3 or 4 TDs, right? Maybe Ryan Tannehill does well. So on paper they should do better, but my biggest issue is how sure are we that AB and Josh Allen's gonna outperform Tannehill and Jacoby by so much that it covers my loss from a QB being played at tight end, right? So I'm kind of leaning maybe just keeping Taysom Hill in because even though Brown and Allen should do better, they may not. There's always a chance that Jacoby gets 25 targets and scores 300 yards, right? Brick says, if you think we'll have those worth it. Johnny says, what's your other team looking like? Jay Wright's back. Okay, so here, let me show the matchup again. I kind of think Hill blows up. And Johnny, welcome to the stream. I will show my other teams in a second. Sorry, this is kind of small, but I'm going against Newton, Fournette, Jamal, Devontae. So I'm not worried about Jamal Williams or Fournette, right? Devontae's gonna be good. Allen Robinson might be good. So his team is actually not that great. And maybe it's good to actually play Jacoby with Newton, right? Because maybe, you know, assuming if we throw Thurston Myers, maybe it will be okay. So Ty, I can't put Allen over Tannehill. That's the thing, is like, that's my, he's got Eckler on the bench, yeah, so that might go in. So that's the thing, is like, Ty, if I move anybody at all, I have to, like, Tannehill comes out. So it's either play Tannehill and stick with the lineup now, or move one and change it. I agree, Burke, I agree. All right, so let me show you guys my other teams. So this is one of my teams here. I'm first place here. We got Murray, Chubb, Robinson, Adams, Keenan, Schultz, Jefferson, AJ, JT, Leonard, Chase, AB, Curtis, Michael. So this is a great team. Yeah, Burke, for sure, for sure. So yeah, this is a good team. I think, you know, very, we understand why this is, you know, a #1 seed right now, right? So it's not bad. In that case, keep the lineup and hold off. Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly, Ty. So here is a team in one league that is currently #1, tied for #1 actually. Feel pretty good. I really like my depth, honestly. So this is good. This is a 12-man league. But Luke, wait till you see my 14-man league, okay? Guys, this is just the appetizer. So this is our 12-man league here. 14-man league. Check this. That's not this one. Let's see. Check this one out. This is our 14-man league. Burke, because in ESPN, they make you move Taysom Hill. If like you adjust your lineup at all, they make you move Taysom Hill. So that's the thing, is I literally can't do anything on my roster in ESPN. I have to, like, if I want to add anybody, I have to move Taysom Hill. So like any roster adjustments, whether it's lineup or adds or drops, you have to move Taysom Hill out. That's the first thing that they make you do before you can do anything. Is anyone in your league starting Cup? I'd have to look. I'm sure someone is, yeah. Yeah, Luke, I could have. That's a good point. Here's a 14-man league. We got Aaron Rodgers, Josh Jacobs, Dalvin Cooks, Adams, AB, Travis, Pittman, Washington, Hot Rod. For our bench, we got Claypool, Davis, Mixon, Juju, Allen, Samaje, and Benny. Burke, I should actually look. I should look. I'm pretty sure it is. We'll look at ESPN in a little bit. Greg says, do you even need to play anybody besides? Yeah, I know, right? That's crazy. I made 2 really big trades a few weeks ago. This if you actually look here, I'm actually only 6 and 5 because I was, I think, like sitting at 2 and 5 or 3 and 5. So I made some big trades. I traded Watson away. I traded David Johnson away before he got injured. I traded Stephon Diggs away. So like, I didn't just get these guys for free. I actually obviously had to pay, but like, I got some good guys. That's your 14. Yeah, this is the 14 players. And like, what's good about this is, like, you know, I came back. I'm on like I'm on a few game win streak. What is it? Win streak? I don't know what it is, but yeah, I just got back to 6 and 5, but I am the highest scoring points for in this league. I mean, obviously, right? 1297. So 100 more than the third place, 50 more, like 70 more than the second place. So we're doing good in this league. You know, obviously, there's still a little bit of, you know, it's very tight here, right? I mean, everyone's 6 and 5, so even though the team is stacked, we still need to win this next week to like guarantee a playoff spot. But I'm feeling good in this one. Grumpy, what's up, Grumpy? How you doing? We're not really playing any games here, but we are talking fantasy football and a bunch of random stuff. So Grumpy, welcome. Jay Riot, that 14-man leagues, I know, right? I know, exactly. This 14-man league, I need to win. Like, I feel like I can't let this team down and not win the ship. Luke, he's got to play his team players, got to respect it. Yep. I do like Pittman, though. Not necessarily more than Claypool, but I will say Pittman might have a little bit more opportunity because he's going to be one of the fewer targets, but Claypool is good. I don't know that I like Pittman over Claypool just yet. Yo, Grumpy, the Titans are not bad. Even though I'm a Colts fan, the Titans are not bad. They've been a little bit, you know, off rail recently. They started really hot, but We'll see. I mean, you guys got some good players. I think mainly just need to work on that defense, and you guys should be a solid team. Johnny, I'm stressing. I cannot sleep because I don't know who to start at flex. I have CEH. CH barely got any steps second half, and Cup keeps on coming off a good game, so it's inconsistent. But here, I'll show you, man. So like, if we look at Cup here, like Cup is, I think he's been getting a lot of targets, right? If you're worried, I like CEH, right? But if you really don't like him, I'll show you this. Like Cup has been getting a pretty ridiculous amount of targets, in my opinion. If we look at Cup's targets here, just look at the last like a few weeks. 6, 20, 7, 13, right? And this is a pretty good floor, in my opinion. That's a pretty good floor. If we look at Clyde, Clyde doesn't look bad either, I think. The game script wasn't in his favor these 2 weeks, but he has a tougher matchup, right? But his floor is like okay as well. Besides this 4.6 game, he's been like pretty good, like consistently in the double digits all season. So it's not bad, right? I hope your coach shut down Henry. We'll see. It's going to be a little bit more difficult with our DTs out. So that's the thing. Let's see. I play the middle of the course on the football team. Do you want to know what play? Yeah, what team do you play on, man? I'm going to pursue Pittman Dynasty. Oh, for sure. I love that. I love that. Especially once we get another quarterback next year. Jared, how do you have Josh Jacobs and Dalvin Cook plus Devontae? Yeah, so Josh Jacobs I drafted. Dalvin Cook, Devontae I drafted as well. So I think, honestly, Josh Jacobs and Devontae I drafted back-to-back. Dalvin and Kelsey I traded for. Once the Colts get a good PB, he should be even better. Oh, for sure. He looks really good. I like him a lot. 6'4", big receiver. I like him a lot. Rivers hasn't been great, but he's okay. That 40 targets in 3 guys, it's crazy, right? It's really crazy. Alligator Feed, what's up, my man? Let's see. Rate my starting lineup for this week. 12-man league QB. So we got Watson, that's good. Adams and Hill, that's great. Sanders and Mostert, good. Flex Duke Johnson, K Bass. The only thing I don't like is your flex Alligator. Otherwise, I like it. Johnny says it's such a bad match. It is, you're right, but like, don't think about it just as like running backs versus Tampa Bay. Think about it as like, do you really think the Bucks are going to be shutting the Chiefs down? You know, I don't think so. I think the Chiefs' offense is going to be able to put up points on Tampa Bay, and I kind of like CEH this week. You know, if you don't feel good, go for the targets with Cup as well. But like, I think CEH has a solid floor. I'd probably go CEH, but chat, let me know what you guys think. Jay Rice says Alligator, the solid team, very much so. Grumpy says, hey, my team could be worse. It could be, right? I mean, you guys have Derrick Henry, right? So things are pretty good. As long, once Tannehill starts playing better, he's really struggled against the better defenses. But once he plays a little bit better, I think he'll be okay. Hey, I mean, it's all good, man. I mean, Grumpy, like, it happens. It's not everyone's cup of tea. But yeah, I like and watching it. I definitely spend way too much time watching it, but it might be enjoyable. It's just like a casual fan as well, I'll say. So you're not doing it wrong. My team is the Cowboys. Okay, I like it. How you traded both to get both Kelsey and Cook? Yeah, so let me see. For Cooks, I'm pretty sure I traded. So Cooks I traded, I gave away Diggs and David Johnson when David Johnson was doing solid. Kelsey, I think I traded Watson. Yeah, so I did Watson and Jimmy Graham after he had a good game, I think, for Kelsey and Mixon. And honestly, that trade kind of came out even because Mixon is like broken right now, Luke says I'd go Cup, very fair. Ty says, all right, it's really getting real late, gotta hit the hay, good night. Yo, thanks for the solid, thank you for coming through, Ty. Yeah, we'll be ending the stream soon, but appreciate you, Ty. Alligator says, Jay Riot, my back is for AJ Brown and Fuller and Gaskin and Hunt, so that's pretty solid. I would maybe look to go Alligator, go Gaskin instead of Duke Johnson. I don't think you need to be playing Duke Johnson here. I know Pollard looks good, guys. Pollard looks really good. I think he could be a sneaky hold, in my opinion. That hurts. Yep. Fuller is like people's wide receivers too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, one of them got Deontay Johnson. Yo, that's great, Alligator. I'm so happy that the Steelers defense and Baltimore offense is collapsing for sure, for sure. Oh, you're right. You're right. That's right. Duke Johnson already played. Did he do well this week? I know I've been trash talking him a lot, but let's see Duke Johnson. I mean, I guess they put up like 41 points, didn't they? Nice. Great start, dude. 15 points. That's not bad at all. Oh, yeah, because he got that one touchdown. That's right. That's right. Okay, not bad. You think Pollard is a better stats than Akers? I like Pollard a little bit more, honestly. I was like, Kenny Golladay, let's just hope he comes back, dude. Duke played well, decent game. Yep. He had a receiving. Yep. The one time I benched him, Duke goes crazy. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say crazy, but yeah, I mean, the offense was just, they were feasting. Prime time. Grumpy, it's not bad. I definitely enjoy it. I play a year of football for my school, but I ended up leaving because I was in the sidelines for most of the games. It's entertaining watching, but no, yeah, for sure. Grumpy, what position did you play? Would you choose from Cheetah or Lion? I like Cheetah's kind of fast, right? Let's go for that. Alligator 17 full PPR makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. That's not bad at all. You know, moving forward, I still don't feel great about him. Obviously, you know, his rushes weren't great. 9 for 37, but he did go for 3 receptions for 43 yards and a touchdown, so that obviously makes up for it, right? And that's why I was telling people, don't drop Duke Johnson. I don't like him, but you want to hold on to number 1 running backs because they always have the chance to score for you. So we'll see how he is moving forward. I still don't know if I feel comfortable starting him, especially since I mean, look at his schedule. Actually, he plays Indy, Chicago, and Indy next, so you're gonna have to pray for a touchdown if you're starting him. All right, Luke, good night, dude. Thanks for coming by. Johnny says, I faced Russ and Lockett this week, and I have DK. This could be a very bad week. We'll see. If Lockett booms, he booms, right? So it might be okay. Alligator, but Gaskin, Mostert, or Hunt. Gaskin's not playing this week. I would go a Mostert or Hunt for sure. I like Mostert slightly more, but Hunt, you can't go wrong with. Defender, center, midfield. Okay, nice. Hey, Grumpy, sometimes it's better just to kind of be chilling on the sideline, right? Hunt. Jay Wright thinks Hunt. I like Hunt a lot. Kirby says, what are you famous for? I am not famous at all, my friend. I am a very, very small fish in a very competitive sea of, I guess, other fish. I am not famous at all, though. But, you know, hey, we are very much grinding. We're at 290 subs, guys. Didn't hit 300 tonight, but we're making our way up there. I was a water boy a lot. That's funny, Grumpy. You gotta get started somewhere. And hey, guys, where we're at right now is way more than I thought it was gonna be. You know, so you know, obviously, if I had more time outside of my job, I would be able to put out more content. But that's why I try to do streams when I can. I think streams are honestly a lot easier, and I think it's more helpful to a bigger range of people, right? I think my streams get recommended by YouTube, and we're able to answer everyone's personal questions. So, in my opinion, I think streams help people a lot. Alligator says, thanks. Should I start that Kendall Hilton over Hill? Because I think I like Hilton. I like Kendall this week. As a flex, if you don't have anyone that's like that we're guaranteed to be like super good at flex. So I kind of think we should just do it. You know, the floor should be pretty good. The ceiling is there. I don't mind if you're talking about Brian Hill. I don't mind Brian Hill a lot, but I kind of say let's just take a shot and let's go Kendall. Let's see, Kirby. I'm not quite sure what that is. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Grumpy says, actually, I was browsing YouTube for the first time in days. I got recommended. You're perfect. I love it. Oh, if we're talking about Tyreek Hill, I would go Tyreek Hill. I mean, you go Tyreek Hill. Very few instances where I would bench Tyreek Hill is what I'll say. Yep, cannot bench Tyreek 100%. But yep, I agree, Jay, right? 100%. You're very much on spot on there. Also, what's your favorite team, and so what's your favorite player? I'm a Colts fan, Grumpy, as much as you don't want to hear that. You know, favorite player right now is probably someone. I honestly really like Quentin Nelson and Darius Leonard. They're really good for our team. Really solid foundation. Love them, love them. Those are my favorite players right now. Brick says can't bench Tyreek. Yep, for sure, for sure. All right, guys, but I think it is getting to that time. We're at 2:38 right now. Let's keep this up for like another 2 minutes and see if we have any more questions. Otherwise, it's probably bedtime for me. Apple Watch says it's bedtime. I need to go to sleep. But Miles says, is it time to drop Noah Fant? Should I pick up Robert Tonyan? They're both kind of equal in my eyes, Miles, so I would just say kind of like feel out who you like better. Robert Tonyan this week probably because we don't really know what's going to happen with the QB situation, so Noah Fant has a bigger question mark. Robert Tonyan has sort of a low floor, like okay ceiling, not a super high ceiling. But, you know, he does have Aaron Rodgers throwing to him, so I'd rather have someone who's getting balls from Aaron Rodgers than a wide receiver essentially. So I like Tonyan a little bit more. We'll see what the situation is with Drew Lock moving forward. Otherwise, Noah Fant I think gets a little bit more volume in all, like overall than Tonyan. Alligator's a Pack fan. Okay, Alligator, are you from Wisconsin? Grumpy says can't distract my hometown, so I'm going with the Titans. There you go. That's fine. Will you stream tomorrow morning, Kirby? Probably not tomorrow morning, just because I'm going to be sleeping pretty much until the game starts. So I think I don't think I will be streaming tomorrow morning. We'll see. If we're close, we may do a late night stream tomorrow night, just do a recap to see if we can hit that 300 subs, because that would be great, right? So, you know, obviously I'm not just going to expect the subs to come in. I have to grind for it. We have to work for it. So, let me see what my schedule is tomorrow night, and maybe we'll do like a quick like 1.5 hour stream just to see if we can get a last minute push for sure. Alligator says nope, Kentucky, but since I was 3 I've been Packers. Nice. Packers are doing great this year. Brick says relatable on Sundays, my alarm to wake up notification, that's a game started. Exactly, yep. Grumpy says, sorry I joined late, have a good day. Grumpy, no, not at all, man. You joined at just the right time. I appreciate you, my friend. Have a good night, Grumpy. Thanks for stopping by. Jamie says, Tego says, Will Fuller got a touchdown call back that led to a Duke Johnson touchdown. My opponent had him and Gibson gone. That's rough. Another reason why we need to be a little bit worrisome of Duke Johnson, right? But all right, Kirby, take it easy, man. Good luck with all your stuff in Fortnite. But boys, I think we're gonna call it a night. It's been a great stream. It's 2:40 a.m. here in Pacific, and it's 6 a.m. for some other boys. So yeah, guys, go get some sleep. Thank you all for coming by. I will post on my Instagram if I'm gonna go live tomorrow night. But if you're interested, have IG, go ahead and follow me here. We'll do fun little interactive content as well as stream times and notification. If you don't prefer the YouTube notification real time, so. Yeah, give me a follow if you like, but again, appreciate you all. We're currently at 290 subs, so let's see if we can get 300, right? Our goal is 300 this week. Let's do what we can to get there and see what we can do. But otherwise, everyone, good luck tomorrow. Hopefully the advice helps. Let's see how we do with some of our predictions, and you know, we'll give ourselves some pats on the back for everything that we got right, and then we'll figure out what we did wrong with any bad calls that we made. But Bert, J Riot, everyone else, like and sub, follow the IG too 100%. Thank you all, good night, and we'll talk soon. Good luck tomorrow.